Welcome into the Sports Buffoons podcast. Let's get it out there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back again to the Sports Buffoon Studios here at Lenexa, Kansas, of course. Gosh darn it. It is great to have the full clan with us here. We got Tanner Dawson all the way to my right. Yes, that's right. If you're viewing, it's all to the left, probably. Jason JG right here sitting in the middle with me. And Mike's still running it here. So anyways, man, great to be back here on a random Tuesday of all days. That is very
What day is it?
I guess it's a Tuesday.
Damn.
Why would we do that? It's so weird because normally we do Wednesday. Wednesdays are normally our daily show, or not daily, but weekly show.
It's gonna throw me off the whole week now.
Have we ever done a Tuesday show?
We have.
Like once or twice, probably at some point.
Yeah.
Something like that. I think at some point coming up, we have to do another one, by the way, Tanner. There really is something coming up. And like a month, we have another Tuesday. We have to push it forward
because
for a show
of the game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, there's something along those lines coming up. So we will have another Tuesday show at some point here coming up. But guys, as you know, normally this is a Wednesday night activity we have. Anyways, great to be with the full clan here, you guys. Hope you all are settled in. I know it's a little later than normal. If you're checking in live, I appreciate it very much. Thank you for hanging out.
I feel like you gotta do like 103 jams, slow jams.
Ooh,
thank you for settling live, Jason.
No, this is like
Jason. You can probably do that better than I can.
I can do it for you later if you want me to, but this is like the old days, bro. When we first started the show, we start the show at like 10 o'clock at night. We probably started some shows at 10:30, 10:45.
I don't think that was the
like
case.
Old school stuff right now.
No,
so
it was definitely not that.
It was not that late. This is much later than normal, guys.
We definitely do not have any children that we need to be.
That's true. That part is true. So this, as you guys know, if you watch HBO and so on, then this is probably going to be a PG-13 experience tonight. But anyways, that's back on the saddle, and we're back in the saddle for probably another. We're doing this week, and then we got one more, and then 2 weeks after this, and then I think after that we're back to like every single week. It's probably the plan.
We actually, if you've noticed this before, we don't typically ramp it up until the NBA preseason starts, and that's when we get hyped up in here.
Oh yeah.
In the world of sports, sports sucks, dude, until you start that NBA preseason, and that's when people start to care.
Yeah, good point, man. We ramp it up in NBA preseason and get all horny for that.
Golden State just won Summer League.
Oh, Summer League.
So,
wow.
Good,
that was great.
Summer League. So what did you think about Summer League? Who stood out, man?
DP, man.
A DP?
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. One time, Jason and I had a DP.
We did that.
That was a great time.
Yeah. We nicknamed it Darren Peterson.
That was
why we did that.
Darren Peterson in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah, that was a good DP in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. That was a great time out there. So, anyways, guys, we're familiar with summer leagues and DPs and all that kind of good stuff. So,
NBA prospects.
Oh,
that's
yeah. Well, Darren Peterson, man. Yeah. Anyways, great things. Anyways, guys, we're going to talk about some Chiefs here for a while, and then we have a couple other topics to talk about. Tanner's got his little fun segment as well coming up. But before we really get into the nitty gritty of things, guys, what you all sipping on?
We got the Bomb Pop.
Basically, is that Logan Paul's drink? Prime?
Oh,
pretty much.
Logan Paul.
Did you see Tom Brady slap Logan Paul?
That's deserved.
As deserved.
I have no problem.
I
with
loved
that.
every minute of it.
I don't. So go ahead. Talk about your Prime for a second, Jason.
Well, no, I like the Logan Paul thing because it tastes like an actual bomb pop.
Yeah,
everybody's had one when they were children. They had the bomb pop, freezy pop, whatever you want to call it. Now you can put it in a drink. It's called the Ice Pop.
So personally, I think those drinks taste terrible.
They're awful.
But
Prime is awful.
But I do want to real quick since we brought it up, Tanner. The whole Tom Brady and Logan Paul thing. Some people are getting carried away with it because they think, oh, Tom Brady, you're wasting your effort on trying to fool around with Logan Paul and making fun of him and yada yada. Dude, the guy he's 50 something years old now. He's retired. He's just goofing around. Who cares?
People are saying that now he's free of Belichick. He can do what he wants.
Dude, he's been doing what he wants for a long time now.
A long
Who cares?
time. A long
like
time.
Tom Brady is just showing his personality.
Let him have fun with it.
On.
Like if he wants to do a WWE skit, like let him do a WWE skit. He doesn't have
some bitch wife at home telling him not to do something. So guess what he's doing? He's just having fun.
Let him go.
And he's going to a Cubs game or whatever the case, whatever it was, and like flipping off Logan Paul in the middle of a baseball game and whatever. It's like
he's having fun with it, man.
Yeah, it's yes, and it's part of it. Maybe some of it's leading up to like some kind of a wrestling event. Maybe SummerSlam in August could be part of it. Maybe Tom Brady shows up for SummerSlam.
I mean, you already got.
I don't know.
You already had Carl Anthony Towns choke slam.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
The Judgment.
Yeah,
that was awesome, bro.
So. Like you're bound to see somebody, and if Tom Brady goes out there, like all eyes are gonna be on that.
There's just so many haters trying to say about Tom Brady. You should have just gone out quietly and like not gone out here doing these antics with Logan Paul. Like
who's gonna do a bet? Tom. Who's gonna do a best with a celebrity like Tom Brady? Logan Paul. Logan Paul is great to hate.
The bottom line is when you are the GOAT of your sport, guess what? You can do whatever the heck you want. And if somebody says something against you, do you really think that he cares about what you say? No,
dude.
He could care less because he's the greatest of all time. You can do whatever you want.
Brady doesn't care what others think anyway. He's just having a fun time. If Michael Jordan wanted to do the same things, he could have done them. Instead, Michael Jordan decided to be quiet for the rest of his life afterwards.
And who's one of the best heels in WWE?
Logan Paul. Logan Paul is a big heel.
He is a great heel, and he's so athletic with it too.
There's a video of them playing ping pong for a second.
Yeah,
and you saw Brady hit the ball at him. It's little shit.
But he's good about it. He's so good about it.
Right.
He's good to be the hate guy because he does have his prime brand. He's
goofing off, man.
Like let it go.
People are being too serious.
Yeah, they need to just let it develop out.
Like when you realize, maybe it's because I've been a wrestling fan my entire life. I mean, I don't watch it weekly like I used to, but like maybe it's because of that, because like I understand it's all a big staged thing, and that they're putting together a staged animosity between each other, and Brady is having fun with it. So, dude, let the dude have fun. Who cares?
So, Mike, let me ask you this here: like, who would you pair with Tom Brady in the Logan Paul feud? Because you'd have to have some other
pair with Brady in it. So you're saying so obviously Brady wouldn't fight Logan Paul one-on-one. Obviously, that doesn't make sense.
It's not Joey Rogan.
Well, okay, so that'd be hard for me to say because I don't watch current wrestling, so I don't know who the
for me
number one
for me here is the guy that's been slowly being taken away from the spotlight. LA Knight.
Okay, LA Knight,
perfect.
I think LA Knight's already going against somebody though for SummerSlam.
He might be. Yeah,
I already saw the lineup. There's like 8 matches. He's one of them. He's one of them. LA Knight's already been taken away.
That would have been a good one though.
Yeah, well, because he wants someone that's an easy one that like the fans already like. It's already going to go against and the other way, where Tom Brady can somehow interfere or whatever the case may be to make it.
Okay, I'm going to give you an underdog. And again, I don't know. I haven't seen SummerSlam's lineup yet. Or
8 matches that I know.
What if they bring out Otis, who just had a completely destruction of his own team? Otis.
I mean, whatever it is going to be a quick squash situation.
It'd be probably so much fun to see Otis get a push.
I don't know. Maybe that'd be funny. But
it would be.
I think it's whatever it is going to be a quick squash where Tom Brady comes out, kicks him in the balls, or whatever the case.
Hunter, Penn State legend.
And dude? Yeah, and then that's going to be the end of it. But anyways, I don't know. I'm sorry, but I got way off topic with this because I think the whole time
it's a fun topic.
Tom Brady doing this, like, oh my God, you're ruining your legacy after all your. No, you're not. People, chill the fuck out. For a minute, seriously. Anyways, Tanner, what are you sipping on?
Well, Gomer's was disappointed in their tall boys, but I got Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA going on right now.
It literally took us 10 minutes to figure out what he was sipping on. So
well, we got a little off topic,
we need to move.
We got a little off topic. No, but it was the wrestling thing that came up and Logan Paul, Tom Brady. So anyway, it's a fun topic, but also stupid at the same time. So,
hey, thumbs up, man. Hey, I hope you're ready for fantasy season, Hunter. Hope you're ready for fantasy season.
All right. The bad news is today, normally we have a monitor in front of my face. So if someone says something, Tanner, you have to be the hype boy.
Hunter was out here saying, hey, How you guys doing?
Hunter, the Penn
Hunter.
State.
Penn State legend.
Penn State guy.
Penn State legend.
All right,
Just
very nice.
asking
Very nice.
how we're doing. So
Okay. Hey, we're hanging in there, man. Great to see Hunter back watching the show.
Such a great guy.
Even on a Tuesday late at night. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know it's, I guess, if he's on the East Coast, it's
He's
just
on the East Coast.
it's a little easier for him.
He's probably wondering if I'm going to pull out some fantasy shows soon. I might throw out a couple.
We got a fantasy topic later in today's show. So
Yeah,
we got a little bit of time. We'll see.
Show.
So, anyways, I'm just sipping on a brown bottle at the moment. There's really
Hey,
nothing
what's
in
that
there,
say? What's that say on there?
but It's just
NA.
it's
NA, I saw it. It's
oh
non-alcoholic.
American brown bottle.
Oh,
That's what-
American.
that's what it says on that one.
There's no alcohol in there.
No, nothing like that. So,
Hey, this is a guy that knows how to do it right. He says, I get notifications when the stream starts.
great.
Did you know you can get notification when the stream starts by hitting the bell right below
Boom.
us?
We got a few people hit the bell, but like I think more of them need to know because we do shows randomly like Thursdays, Wednesdays, Tuesdays now, and then
I
sometimes.
mean, heck, we
Friday.
look at the NFL schedule. Our schedule could change. Drop
Yes.
of a hat. So quick
Absolutely. Well,
this year
Tanner, the very first game of the season this year is on a Wednesday.
on a Wednesday.
Have you noticed that?
Yes.
The Super Bowl champions play on Wednesday instead of Thursday this year, which to me feels very wrong. But
And then the Chiefs play Thursday,
we play Monday night
Monday night.
of that week.
That's right. I'm trying to
A
figure
full
out.
5 days away
It's
from
so
that first game.
weird. Oh
So
my
yeah, we
gosh.
finish off with Monday night for the Chiefs. But anyways, that was my point earlier. Bringing in this up, Tanner, was about doing another Tuesday show, probably the day before that Week 1 game on Wednesday.
because
Well, because there's a game on during our normal showtime. What do you want me to say? I don't know.
we got to debut easy money bets.
Oh, the date. Well, okay. Yeah, well,
Come on now,
thank you.
dude. Get with it.
We don't want to
Look.
do that right now because
don't know.
otherwise
We got to
I'll start
debut easy money
He's got-
bets.
I-
on the
He
team.
does have some money down here. He does have some money.
You don't want me to throw hundreds out here.
That's true.
So don't talk about the easy money bets of the week.
That's true.
because
It's been a while.
We
man.
did make a lot of people made money off of our easy money bets. So
Well,
don't make me do
last
that.
year was my worst year of all time, and so we'll get back to the basics of things, and we'll get back to where we need to be. So, anyways, all right, let's go ahead and dive into our Chiefs topic of the day. Man, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to because I got some things I want to say about this. It's a little bit bothersome what I've noticed recently in the headlines. So, go ahead when you are.
Let's go, Chiefs! Chiefs Kingdom!
All right, guys. Well, very nice. Very nice. So, anyways, I want to talk about some things right now with the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes in particular today. And I've been seeing a lot of headlines lately or executive positions being put out there and thoughts put out there and rankings put out there about Patrick Mahomes in particular. And I've been seeing a lot of people try to somewhat downplay his current ability, his legacy in a lot of ways. There was one guy in particular that actually ranked him 9th QB overall in the entire NFL. And this was a person who's actually involved in the league. This is an anonymous ranking for the record.
This is a scout director, GM
Some-
kind of guy.
Something along
yeah.
those ranges. They're ranking him as 9th overall current quarterback in the NFL, which is just, to me, asinine because, like,
Ninth.
you're talking about a guy who literally every year of his career that he's finished this season, the Chiefs went to the AFC Championship game. Last year was the first year that didn't happen. And yes, this last year with the Chiefs was an absolute disaster from top to bottom. And the Chiefs were probably not going to make the playoffs even with Patrick Mahomes if he'd played every single game. But the fact is, if you start your career and you go to 7 in a row AFC Championship games, you have 1 year where you tear ACL. And by the way, looking like he's ready to be back within a week from now.
He's not expected to be starting on the pup, by the way.
No
It's
pup
no
list
pup
for,
list.
for Patrick Mahomes
He's expected to be fully activated for training camp.
for beginning of training camp.
Beginning
When a lot of us, when this happened,
Hey,
I have some bitch talking to me. No,
don't
no,
ever do that again, man. Bit of advice. Don't ever do that.
Whatever. Well, no, anyways, so
Party foul.
I don't know if you guys heard that. Ignore that. Forgot what I was saying. But anyways, yeah, no. So the original thought from a lot of people was like, we'll be back for week 1 of the NFL season. And I was telling people everywhere in my life that I knew around the situation was like, he'll be back for week 1 without a doubt.
Oh, by far.
Like,
That's what I kept saying.
That. And like now the report comes out that like they expect him to be ready for like training camp, for participant practice.
We're talking 7 months later. 7 months. Like we thought Aaron Rodgers was crazy with Achilles. This is 7 months off an ACL.
Yeah. Well, an Achilles is one thing. What Achilles is very different from an ACL. An ACL these days, Tanner, I've always brought this up to you, and I brought this up probably many months ago when this injury happened to Patrick Mahomes. But Adrian Peterson went out and put up 2,000 yards rushing the year after tearing his ACL.
That was like a decade ago.
Over a decade ago. And now imagine modern medicine now to where we're at this point. Whenever, you have Adrian Peterson who put up those kind of numbers a year after that. And now you have Patrick Mahomes who, he's not a running back. He still runs quite a bit, obviously. But like, it's not the same situation. ACLs in today's world, honestly, are not a big deal. It used to be in like a baseball, Tommy John surgery meant you were done for your career. Yeah. Meant you were done. Tommy John, now you can have that surgery and come back and be okay for, at some point. Maybe not the same, but you talk about a pitcher.
You can have 2, man. You can have 2.
You can come back and be okay. But like for in football right now with ACLs, with the knee, with modern medicine, it's just incredible what they're able to do. And we're in almost August. Patrick Mahomes got his ACL surgery back in December. Man, Patrick Mahomes will be ready. He'll be ready for week 1. He'll be ready for training camp. That's absolutely insane. And so, anyways, so many people are trying to really tear down the situation with Patrick Mahomes. Basically, looking at last year, how he had 19 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 3,000 yards total passing, something along those lines. And they're forgetting a few things actually. They're forgetting the fact that our run game was actually dog shit. Absolutely the worst in the freaking league last year. I mean, Kareem Hunt was good at the 1-yard situations, but he wasn't going to do anything for you to actually move the chains other than that. Isaiah Pacheco was terrible.
Cole with How About Those Chiefs breaks it down to you every episode. He has to talk about last year's run game, how far down the Chiefs run game was, how awful Pacheco was. Like if you need to see it, like go check out any of his episodes where he talks about Pacheco. He talks about the freaking dotted graph, and there's everybody else, and there's freaking Pacheco down with the backups, dude. It's worse than the backups.
Yeah, absolutely horrible. I mean, and we knew that for the last 2 years, I would say. It was Isaiah Pacheco, the way he performed.
It was awful.
We could obviously see that. So we appreciated Kareem Hunt for those 1-yard, short yardage situations. That made sense.
Well, you remember was it the Colts game? He ran 30 something times.
Oh yeah.
To win the game,
right? When Pacheco was still injured, yeah. No, I remember that. Yeah. But at the same time, it was 30 rushing attempts, but at the same time, it was not like you were getting highly effective carries out of those situations. It's not like it's a guy where you got enough a main to get what chain mover or whatever. Time. But anyway, I digress about the entire situation. It was a disaster. The other disaster, obviously, I mean, we know about Rashid Rice and his inconsistencies with the team, and it's been very unfortunate. Xavier Worthy had a really, really rough year last year.
Supposedly injured all year, right after that shoulder injury.
Very first, second, third play of the game of the season with Travis Kelce.
And he said it too. Like he said, he played injured the whole game in the season, and we saw that.
So maybe we don't run shallow cross in week 1 with Travis and Xavier Worthy. Yeah, again, the same kind of way. Because maybe that doesn't seem like a good idea.
The lack of separation in the receiver room. Hollywood Brown, no room found.
Yeah, no, yeah. Hollywood Brown when
Juju, he was a blocking receiver. Yeah, Jalen Royals never got a chance. So it was a tough go.
You're hoping basically at this point that
Jared Wiley never panned out.
No, so you're just hoping at this point for the receiving group that you have enough guys that you could get the job done, and some guys can grow.
Yes.
You're wanting growth from Rashee Rice. You're wanting growth from Xavier Worthy, and one of the rookie receivers actually might be a guy that we need to have step up from Cyrus Allen. I mean, that's a possibility. Royals. Want to see something from Royals.
Anything.
I mean, those guys all.
I mean, undrafted Cincinnati rookie too. Like we could see something from him. Like there's opportunities out here,
right,
in the wide receiver room.
Yeah,
right
without a doubt. But anyways, my point with bringing any of that stuff up is that people are right now this offseason really doubting on Mahomes. I'm telling you right now, that is the last thing you want to do against Patrick Mahomes is try to doubt him and doubt his capabilities and doubt his wherewithal and doubt everything he's capable of to run a franchise, because we've seen it in the past where he's been doubted. I mean, there was a time period whenever Patrick Mahomes was early on where people would say, well, he's never faced diversity. He's never faced, those certain situations early on in his career.
Oh, I remember seeing this. Yes.
Where it's like, because 2018 was so easy for him.
Yeah.
That, well, he's never faced this or that, this or that, right? Well, at some point here, you ended up as the Chiefs going on a playoff run where you face a road team every single step of the way. And guess what? You win the whole thing anyway, facing road teams the entire way.
Yep.
And you talk about diversity. Patrick Mahomes has been through everything at this point when it comes to diversity in the league. And what critics have to say, he's also had his own previous knee injury, by the way, where he came back later that same year, won us our first Super Bowl with him that same year. And I just think it's one of those things where it's so laughable that people still to this day will not know better than to sit there and criticize him and make him lesser than what he is, which is a top 3 quarterback in the NFL. Because the fact is, there is no reason to put any quarterback above him, especially 9th overall. You got to be freaking kidding me. A guy he's been to 5 Super Bowls, won 3 over the last 7 years. You got to be kidding me, man. Or the last 8 years. And you got a guy who has beaten Josh Allen every single playoff bout. Every single playoff bout. You got a guy who's beaten Lamar Jackson every single playoff bout he's ever faced.
Joe Burrow.
Other than one.
He got us one time.
Yeah, that happened one time where Patrick
that was
Mahomes
also Mahomes' fault. So
played one of his worst games of his career at that point. And we're sitting over here worried about trying to rank quarterbacks above him whenever you're talking about one of the GOATs in NFL history, top 3 probably of all time.
Now, Mike, I didn't catch. Did you catch who they ranked above Mahomes?
There's a few guys. There was.
You noted?
Well, there's a few guys. There was Josh Allen ended up finishing for the record on this list, number 1.
Okay,
as above him.
Yeah.
But this wasn't an anonymous source. So the rest of them are guys like Matthew Stafford, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow.
Did we get Justin Herbert in there?
I did not see a Herbert on this list. Well, the anonymous source, I don't know. I did not see the full list, but I do not think his list particularly had Herbert.
I'm just curious. That's all I'm asking.
Herbert was actually really high when they let the players vote on it. Herbert was actually relatively high.
It was high.
Yeah. And so I don't know. For me, I'm looking at this offseason right now in this situation. We're not even at training camp yet for the Chiefs. And I'm just like, why are these people doing this? Like, what is their point? Because you are just you are against all odds by putting out these projections or predictions about where you should rank in the league as a quarterback based off of 1 year with completely shit receiving group, shit offensive line play in a lot of ways.
Everybody was hurt. Trey was hurt.
The defense was going through a rebuilding period in a lot of ways.
Josh Simmons missed most of the year.
Yeah, Josh Simmons missed most of the year, which is a great left tackle here coming up in the future. Which we haven't seen enough of, but I mean, we know he's going to.
Yeah,
be.
you had to deal with a horrible running back room. Your defense was hurt. There was a whole bunch of different stuff.
You look at that situation, and also, by the way, an offense who literally would not get out of their own way of changing from what they did a year ago, the year previously.
Correct.
You guys realize the Chiefs ran the exact same offense last year as what they ran the year previously?
Yes.
Just assuming we could just walk
in.
You
told us.
We'll just walk in here and just do the same old shit we did a year ago. And it's like, well, no shit. People are going to pick up on what you're doing. Your tendencies are all broken. And yeah, you're confused about why this isn't working. Yeah. Guess what, guys? D coordinators and other teams amongst the entire league also have a job too, where they're paid a lot of money to figure your ass out. Okay. And so you can't just walk in every year and get a big old dick and go, well, you know what? We've been to the Super Bowl this many times. It's going to work again, right? No. That's one of those moments. This past year is one of those moments where Andy Reid pissed me off.
It's very tempting, though. It's very tempting when you have 3 rings to just say, okay, we've figured it out. And you and I have talked about this in terms of gambling and all this other stuff. It's very tempting for the Chief to say when you have 3 championship rings, like nobody's going to come to me and say otherwise. Like you're not going to say, well,
that's where the ego kicks in for some people.
But it's not even about ego. It's about, dude, how can I improve on what I just accomplished?
But that's the difference. If you have a big ego, you're going to assume I don't need to prove anything. I've been doing this for this long, and I've gone to 5 Super Bowls.
That's
as a coaching staff, you're going to assume I got the key unlocked. I got the master key. I know what to do every time. When the fact is, like I said a minute ago, all these other coordinators around the league are getting paid to beat your fucking ass and figure your ass out. Guess what they do over the offseason? Guess what they're doing right now in July? Guess what they were doing last June and May? What were they doing? They were saying, I'm going to figure out these fucking Chiefs. That's what they were doing.
And
they did.
I don't care how many rings they have. You're starting from 0 at this point because the league has
that's
figured
what the
you
idea.
out.
That's what the idea should
The league
be.
has figured you out.
And I think Andy Reid accepted that fact where he was like, hey, like we got our ass beat last year. It was not pretty. It was the worst year.
The offense was terrible.
One of the worst years of my
wasn't great
career.
either, but the offense was terrible.
Yeah. And like he went out, he got rid of certain guys. He brought in Bieniemy back. He brought in position coaches that make sense for those position coaches.
Chad O'Shea from the Patriots. I mean,
he essentially, I will say this, he essentially set Veach up for the draft with the best expectations he could set Veach up for at this point.
I think the position coaches that were filled in were a really, really nice
Like,
touch.
all the way around.
Guys are important.
O-line even, like D-line, like everywhere. Like there was somebody that was brought in to help with the coaching aspect.
And Travis Kelce's talked about this on his podcast too, where we talk about Eric Bieniemy.
Yes.
And just the difference. Because Matt Nagy was a guy who just fucking got along to get along. And, you know, it was one of those things where we knew that. We've seen that over the years, and we could tell the difference between what Matt Nagy's offense was versus Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy and Travis Kelce's talked about this. Patrick Mahomes has talked about this in the past, about the expectation of not being a jackass. Basically, you are expected to come in here and perform right away. Like you're expected, you know, of certain things. Where I felt like with Matt Nagy, like we were okay with just average at times.
If you think about it, too, guys, 3 years ago, when Bieniemy's final year, you know, he bumps Mahomes on the halftime. Right?
He called Mahomes a competitive prick.
Yeah.
As he should.
Yeah. But you got to think about it too. At the time, though, like we were winning, right? So to all of us, him bumping Mahomes pissed a lot of people off. And guess what? It was actually for the better. Actually for the better.
Yeah.
And now that we got him back, I think we all appreciate Bieniemy a little more now. I do, particularly. Like this is something
we need to have a guy that's willing to tell someone to fucking pick it up.
Yes.
And that's what Travis Kelce alluded to in his podcast. Was that Eric Bieniemy is one of those guys where he's going to be like, if you're not doing your part, whether it's fucking practice or in the game, I'm going to call your ass out and be like, pick it the fuck up, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's already done that.
Whereas Matt Nagy wasn't going to be that guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, I'm over here being vulgar right now on this podcast. Sometimes that's what you fucking need to fucking pick it up and get a little better at what you're doing.
I love that term, competitive prick, because there's only one man in the history of sports that I can relate to that was a competitive prick.
LeBron James.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he was. It's Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was the only competitive prick that I knew when I was growing up. And so I love the fact that you guys brought up that term, competitive prick, because I do believe that that's what Patrick Mahomes is.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, a lot of people in the league think that way too about Mahomes. Like there was
proven it.
People were like just couldn't believe that guy ranked the guy 9th. They couldn't believe it.
Here's the thing. The problem has never been Patrick Mahomes. It's been some of the surrounding things around him.
Bum.
It's never been Travis Kelce.
But we saw it last year, right? We saw it last year when the guy went out we saw the opportunity of the Chiefs even making close to the playoffs, eliminated it right away.
Oh God,
We saw
you're talking about some of the back quarterbacks we saw during that time, or is that what you're talking about?
we just saw the weaknesses come through. We shined through.
Well, it was pathetic, man.
And it wasn't like
pathetic.
Rice was hurt. It wasn't Travis Kelce was hurt. It wasn't like Marquise
sad.
Hollywood Brown or Pacheco were hurt. It was legit. Like sure, Trey was hurt during it. Josh Simmons was out, but he came back.
Well,
There was all this extra stuff. Noise,
well, some of it was because they wanted to hold them out for
correct,
not injure
but
them.
the same noise came is like everyone. I saw this on X a lot during right after Patrick Mahomes went out. The next few games, they're like non-Chiefs fans. They were like, "Holy cow, Mahomes holds this team together." Mahomes was the one that kept this team going in the playoff
like no
direction.
shit. Yeah,
like,
that's how it's always
like.
been.
What else did you need to see? Like apparently you need to see this happen. You need to see this abysmal play that the Chiefs had without Mahomes.
I've told people before, not this past year, but the year before, even where if this team didn't have Patrick Mahomes, this is probably
It's over.
A 6-11 team at best, and which we were 6-11 last year. 6-11 without him for a full year.
Yeah,
at best,
yeah.
6-11, maybe even 5-12 without
maybe
Patrick
worse. Maybe the Giants.
I don't. It's one of those things where Patrick Mahomes has won us so many games because of his own ability over the last few years. That like it's wild, man. And he's made up for bad receiver play. The year we beat the 49ers, throwing the game-winning pass was to Mecole fucking Hardman. Are you kidding me? That was your game-winning pass to that guy?
Hey, remember what he did in the Bills game? He fumbled.
Well,
in the Bills playoff game.
That guy couldn't make the Packers roster, Tanner. He was literally about to be cut from the Packers.
And the Jets.
Right, from the Jets. Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Jets.
So what I'm saying is the Chiefs took a guy.
He bounced around a couple times.
Bounced around a little bit, but the Chiefs took a guy who was cut from the Jets, couldn't make the roster basically, threw the game-winning Super Bowl touchdown pass to him.
And he was a guy.
Because Patrick Mahomes makes this possible.
And that's why the rumors about Tyreek Hill coming back is so strong, because they're like, oh, him and Tyreek connected so well. Well, no shit, because Mahomes can get him the fucking ball.
Yeah. And Miami did a great job of finding ways to get him the ball as well. Tyreek was a great specimen athletically, without a doubt.
Well, now they're talking. I just want to throw the little rumor out here. The rumors out here is talking that Tyreek might go back to Atlanta to join with Tua.
Whatever.
I think that's the funniest thing about in the world.
Tua's still in the league.
He's a backup for right now for Atlanta.
He's behind Pennis.
My God.
Pennis.
Oh. This is why I don't follow the NFL.
Between the two of them, they get between the two of them, they got one good leg. That's all I know.
Yeah. No, I just, for me, the whole thing was, I've been thinking about this last month anyways, like these bastards out here in the national media keep doubting Mahomes. And I'm telling you right now, it's the wrong thing to do. I'm telling you right now, you're going to look like a fucking fool. He's proven you bastards wrong so many freaking times. Proven the Chiefs haters wrong so many times by just.
Well, I want you to remember too, right? Entering the offseason, entering free agency, entering the draft, the Chiefs got hit with we don't have an O-line. We don't have an O-line. Like our O-line stinks. Like that's the number one thing. And why?
Makes no sense. Because
one of the groups I have on Facebook that I talk with normally, they're basically a bunch of Cincy fans, but they're fun to mess with. And they brought it up right away. They're like, "Oh, you got no O-line." And I'm like, "Well, if you actually
have like at least 4 really good O-linemen.
If you stop reading ESPN, you'll understand where we're at." And but they don't stop there. So, but
the Chiefs O-line is not the
O-line.
problem.
No,
especially assuming the left tackle situation. You'll find the Chiefs interior is great. I mean,
how do you?
He's one of the better centers we've
But
ever had.
How do you transfer a guy from left tackle to left guard, and he immediately steps in like it's nothing, like he's an all-star, like we drafted.
With Kingsley?
Yeah.
No, the transition last year was awesome.
Oh my
it seems
God.
like he's fit where he needs to be.
Perfect.
Left guard. Meanwhile, Josh Simmons, left tackle, I think that guy is awesome.
Look at him this year.
Hey,
oh my gosh,
Josh we've seen pictures of him in this offseason. He looks like he's ready to go. He means business football. I'm hoping, listen, we don't know everyone's personal lives, but I'm hoping that whatever happened last year, which I don't think any of us will ever know, probably.
We probably won't.
There was something
somebody died.
Very secretive that happened in Josh Simmons' life.
Somebody died.
That caused him to miss like 6 games last year, which is crazy for a rookie to do that.
But the Chiefs respected that. They respected whatever was happening.
Whatever it was, they did. Andy Reid, the coach he is probably a big part of why this was allowed to go on for as long as it did.
But also Mahomes at quarterback.
Yeah.
Like you could think any other quarterback out there be like, hey, it'd be cool to have my left tackle back.
Yeah, I think that situation was very unique to the coaching staff we have.
Yes.
Andy Reid being a guy who obviously brought back Michael Vick in the past. I'm not saying this is what the situation compares to, but what I'm saying is like he's understanding of personal situations at hand, especially Andy Reid with
a guy
everything he's been
lost
through
his
as well.
Son, and then
already lost one son to suicide
during the Super Bowl.
Yeah, rest during Super Bowl time period. And all
he's had multiple drama.
He's had a lot of drama. He's brought back a lot of players in the past who've had problems. Josh Simmons' problem, I think, was personally just a very personal family situation, possibly.
It really was. It was most likely.
But there was a lot of concerns about him. Whether does he care about football?
Yeah.
Does he care? From what I've seen this offseason, I think he cares about
if
football.
If he don't care about football, this guy's in great shape for the rest of his life. So.
Yeah, right. I think he's going to be. I think
he's too young. He's too young to care about football.
No, I think that's not the problem whatsoever. I think Josh Simmons is a unique person, personality kind of a guy. I would love to get to know him a little bit better, actually, as a player.
Yeah.
And I think we will over time. But I will say that I feel comfortable with him being a left tackle of the future and someone we can rely on to be like literally top 5 in the league at some point.
Sorry, we're talking about the media and hating on Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, right? And what is your concern level when you don't hear the actual factors of why the Chiefs might stink? AKA the pass rush, AKA the new DBs, AKA the linebacker spots, right? The defense.
No, the defense should be questioned in a lot of ways. This is going to be a completely new thing. My main thing is about Mahomes, but like the defense in general should be.
I want to know because you're going to hear about. We already heard from the media about like the O-line.
Should be the Chiefs' biggest concern.
We're sitting here. We're like, where do you hear about the O-line drama?
The Chiefs.
What do you hear about the Mahomes drama?
We mentioned earlier the lack of running game from last year. We got Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, freaking Kenneth Walker.
We got Emmett Johnson from Nebraska, who I think is going to be awesome, by the way.
Yes.
We got DeMarcado, which, I think has got some abilities. I think it's going to be fine as a rotational piece.
I think they're fine.
Yeah, there's some good pieces there in the running game, especially Kenneth Walker, guys. We already know it's an upgrade over we had to provide last year with Kareem and everything like that. So Pacheco, I'm glad that is done. I'm glad that relationship is over with personally. But no, as far as like defensive things, like to me, it's just one of those things where we have to Tanner's up. Tanner's up and he's moving. He's doing something. I don't know what he's doing, but no, for me, it's like basically the defensive situation is very much a personnel change. And so that's fair criticism. Makes sense why people would criticize a personnel change in that kind of situation. Or Mason Thomas is going to come in and be a pass rush specialist for this defense. And this is not something the Chiefs have normally done. It's not something Steve Spagnuolo has normally done, is to have a guy who's undersized come in and literally play on third down passing situations. You got, the cornerback room is so mixed up right now. Bring back L'Jarius Sneed. You got Mansour Delane. You got to get a lot of different moving parts. And then you're just hoping certain guys can also build and mature and get better over the offseason too. So for me, if you're going to criticize the Chiefs, I understand if you're coming from a defensive side of the factor, that makes sense because you have a lot of young faces there. But the offensive side of the ball, especially Mahomes, to me, that makes no sense at all. I would never want to come at Mahomes with this situation at hand because he's got a running game for the first time in his life. He's got receivers who are maturing, and I think they're going to find a way to make this thing happen and be at least a top 10 quality offense this season. There's no reason not to. So
no, man, I think with the defense, it's like if you want to criticize the Chiefs defense, it's like low hanging fruit, but they're not. They're going after Mahomes and trying to talk about how bad he sucks or all this and that, how he's not like a top 3 quarterback in the league. Quarterbacks typically enter their prime between ages 26 and 29 years old. So Mahomes is going into his age 30 season, and now all of a sudden we think that Mahomes he's just too old, man. Even though Tom Brady won a Super Bowl in his 40s, like now all of a sudden we think that Patrick Mahomes is too old in his 30s, and I think it's freaking ridiculous, man. I think that the media, they have to figure out something to talk about, and I think that's kind of like the hot take right now is that just Mahomes is entering age 30 season, and he's not going to do anything this year. He's coming off an injury, and this is the time to take down the Chiefs. But it's just the media they get bored every once in a while, and they just like to talk about BS, which at this point, if you want to talk about BS, it's just that Mahomes he's injured and he's not going to do anything this year. So,
yeah, well, I want to reiterate this one thing, that the exact same season that Tom Brady had his ACL injured was the same season as Patrick Mahomes. And this was in 2007 for Tom Brady, obviously last year for Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes is actually about to turn 31 here in September. So he already endured his age 30 season. But for a quarterback, that's beyond irrelevant at this stage of their life. Like, it's just turning 31 is so irrelevant. It's such a cerebral game when it comes to football that, yes, over time, like Aaron Rodgers, for instance, you can't scramble the way he used to scramble. Aaron Rodgers' feet used to be awesome, right? Well, hopefully for the fact of Mahomes is that, eventually he can still sustain that until like age 35, 36 years old, something like that. But, no one should ever be saying, oh, some quarterback's topped out because you're this old or that old. Matthew Stafford, his best years, from a efficiency standpoint, have been over the last 5, right? Matthew Stafford's almost 40 himself. And so I would just say that one thing to think about is with all that stuff is that Mahomes has a long ways to go within this game from a passing standpoint, what his abilities are. And no quarterback's washed up when they're 30 years old. That's just not a thing.
No,
none of them.
Not at all.
In fact, most of them do get better until they're about 35, 36. Sometimes they get better even at that point.
What's Sam Darnold's age?
I think Darnold's like 28, 29.
Yeah.
Right now. Yeah.
So he still has even time to be better.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Darnold still has time. I think he's 28, 29 right now. He still has time to get better. He's more of those product of the system quarterbacks, though.
He is.
I will say that about Sam Darnold. But, guys, his maturity's been awesome. It's totally off topic, but
I was just curious. Like
Darnold's
it's incredible.
Maturity has been awesome to see happen.
I just think it's different when you hit 30 for a quarterback versus like a running back where your career's over.
Sure,
it's very ironic to me.
It's totally different.
We're gonna ride off a running back at age 30, but then the quarterback, you haven't done anything yet.
It's an entirely different positional group, and you're talking about a guy who gets hit, 400 or 500 times per season as a running back, versus a quarterback who most of his game is cerebral, and so basically coming from the mind and arm ability, whereas the running back is the legs and instincts. Right. So it's so different. That's why rookie running backs come into the league right away. And if they have great instincts, can right away come in and be amazing. Top of the line, top 1 or 2 running backs in the league, actually, from game one. Whereas quarterbacks, it takes time to develop because there's so much of a cerebral part of the game. You can't just walk right into the league and be number 1 in the game. It doesn't work that way for a quarterback. There's so many little nuances and intricacies of the position that are different from a running back. And that's why I've always said, running backs, I was like, dude, instincts are everything for a running back. If you don't have the proper instincts, Isaiah Pacheco, then you're not going to be able to succeed long term. Some guys can do it for a long time. Some guys can be Walter Payton. Some guys can be Emmitt Smith. Some guys can be Frank Gore. But those are rarities. Those guys you just don't see very often.
Fair enough.
So, anyways, I think I covered what I wanted to cover
I think you did, man.
on the Chiefs Mahomes
You did.
situation. Anyways, I've just been bothered because of the online content I've seen lately from journalists and everyone else for that matter.
Sam Acho.
Just about how they're really, really downplaying Mahomes right now at the moment, and they're gonna regret that. They're gonna regret that this year, and I assure you that they will. And we're gonna see. Time will be told. So,
I like it.
anyways, what's next?
The Buffoon rundown, dude.
What is that?
The Buffoon rundown, baby. I got 3 headlines that have happened in the last 7 days. That coming up on and we're gonna have some fun discussing this, guys. So it should be pretty quick, but I want to get your thoughts here. So first off, we're gonna start on a topic that we kind of covered last week in the NBA. That's now happening in the NFL. Ryan Gold, of the Arizona Director of College Scouting, has suspended indefinitely. NFL says he leaked non-public 2026 draft pick info, and he made a parlay bets on NFL college games. His attorney is appealing, claims it's blatantly false, and that the gambling was his wife's $10 weekly bets with his friends and not his. First off, it's another front office gambling scandal right after Beasley that we just talked about last show. Is this an actual epidemic, or is this more scrutiny catching more people? And what's your thoughts on this whole Ryan Gold deal, the Arizona Cardinals?
Jason, you go.
I mean, this is a pandemic. This is not an
It's
epidemic.
a freaking pandemic, dude. Of idiocracy.
And it's worse than COVID because these people cannot stop themselves from gambling. It's a disease. And, I think somebody's got to do something. All these leagues, all these organizations, they need to do something. And
what do they got to do? You walk in. I've been down inside of an MLB stadium.
I think it's
inside of a locker room.
What they need to do.
And there's everything flagged saying, don't freaking gamble. Don't do this. They have classes in the offseason. They have mandatory sessions talking about gambling in the offseason. And these guys still decide to just F around and find out.
I think they need to make an example of these people. And
that's what they're doing, suspending them.
I think you can go to a different level. I think that what they did with Calvin Ridley, I think that's where I would start. Rather than say you're out for 1 year, I would say your career's over. And that's how I would do it. Because that's what they did with Pete Rose. Because
it might be
guess what?
Case.
As much as I like Pete Rose, he was never going to learn his lesson. And we all know that.
Correct.
He was never going to learn his lesson. Calvin Ridley, maybe he learned his lesson, maybe he didn't. But you have to ban these people for life before they'll learn their lesson.
I mean, it's the second show in a row we're talking about this topic.
Yeah. No, it's just
last time it was the Texas Tech quarterback, obviously.
Sorsby on top of it. Yeah.
Sorsby and all that kind of stuff.
You had Beasley, Sorsby. Now you got freaking Ryan Gold in the NFL.
Yeah. I don't understand it. To me, it's like if you have a gambling addiction, why does it have to be sports gambling when you're involved in sports? You can go to the damn casino and play baccarat.
Do anything you want.
And you could go do
outside of sports.
It's okay to do that. Go blow your money on poker, baccarat, roulette.
And you're in Arizona. You're in Arizona. Go to Vegas.
You can do all those
right
things.
There.
Yeah. You could do all these things. So if your problem is gambling, go blow your money on bullshit that's not going to cost you your career. Instead, these people choose to do is just, I want to get on my phone and fucking make a bet about sports. Like, no. Why? Why is that the problem? I don't understand, because the sports betting is a great option for people sometimes. You know what I do, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if I can't, because obviously I don't live close to a casino right now, not one that's worth a shit. So if I'm bored, if I'm at home and I'm watching sports, I will then bet on a sports game, right? But if I had the option to go to a casino, the one that's 30 minutes away from me, I'd probably be there a lot more and probably actually make money better.
But you think about it too, right? Like this guy said that gambling was his wife's $10 weekly bets with his friends. It doesn't matter. You're
No.
betting on your sport in the NCAA college football.
He's trying to say it's his wife's.
$10 weekly bets with
So
his
this is the
friends.
Shohei
Not
Ohtani.
his. Not his.
This isn't their Shohei Ohtani nonsense, right?
It really is.
That's all this is.
But at the same time, you're related to that person. There's a reason why I don't bet Royals baseball. Okay.
Sure.
We don't need to put it out here.
Fair.
But like
Yeah.
there's a reason why.
Oh, it makes sense.
Okay. It's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Honest to God, I think there's no solution for any of this stuff. And the reason why I say this is because when Mike Tyson lost all of his money
Yeah.
back in the day,
Yeah.
there was no gambling. Can you imagine what would have happened to Mike Tyson if there was gambling back then and he could have been gambling all this stuff?
Well, what
Guess
did he
what?
lose his money on? Say that.
The exact same thing that happened to Mike Tyson. He
Well-
would have gone broke.
What happened? He lost all his money on what?
Doesn't matter, just bad money management. So
Okay.
like it has nothing to do with gambling. You can gamble or you can not gamble. But if Mike Tyson is entrusting his finances to some random person and you lose all of Mike Tyson's money, it does not matter if sports gambling is legal or not. You're going to make bad decisions unless you control all of your finances. And so that's why I just, at the end of the day, like the whole sports gambling thing is we can make an example of all these situations. It does not matter. Are you good at managing your money or are you bad managing your money? And if
Yeah,
you're bad at managing your money, don't try to blame sports gambling.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
And if you have a job, by the way, and your wife knows obviously what your career is, why the F is she?
What are you doing?
Why
What
is
are you
she
doing?
even allowed to gamble $10 a week?
It don't matter if you're $5,
That is
$3,
so
$3.
stupid. Or
I
at
don't
all.
care.
That's
I don't
so
care what
stupid.
Like, what are
I mean,
you
it's just a
doing?
dumbass excuse. It doesn't make any
It's
sense.
still awful.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's so awful. It's like McDonald's coffee and being hot. Like it's the dumbest thing in the
It's
world.
just dumb.
Like stop being dumb. Like you know what you're doing.
Like what's funny is like
Right.
if his excuse is actually true, you better get a divorce.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, bitch, you costed me my career, so
Now look at me. I'm in the
I'll get a
Riverdale.
divorce. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I gotta get divorced. So
Now-
no, it's just stupid. Like if
It's
your wife is
so
that
awful.
dumb, like
You-
say
you-
say your wife is that dumb, just for theory's sake.
Yeah.
Your wife is that dumb.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Then you get a fucking divorce. Fuck that bitch. Like seriously.
But that's a whole nother situation. Like you're sitting here saying, oh, you can have a dumb wife. I can sit here and say,
Well-
you've got a dumb financial manager.
Right.
At the end of the day, control your own
Exactly.
finances.
Yes.
Guess what?
Like,
It still
stop
ties back to
blaming
you.
others.
Exactly.
Yeah, it still
Blame
ties back.
yourself
My
for
point,
being a dumbass.
exactly. My point was devil's advocate for the wife.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But my point is, yeah, you're 100% correct. That it's, at the end of the day, it's your responsibility
Blame
It's
yourself.
of what's going on in
This
your
stuff-
own fucking
This
household.
shit just drives me wild. It's like it's the simplest thing in the world. Like just don't bet anything related to your field.
You know, it's scary because like this is like still an ever growing thing that we're hearing about. First of all, Brandon Sorsby, do you realize next year had everything gone normal, no weird shit, he would have been probably a first round prospect
Yes,
in the
by
NFL
far.
in the NFL draft.
He was going to be a first
And-
round this year.
And the NFL, whatever you went to go to the supplemental draft, actually shut him out, and they said, "Nope, fuck you, we're not doing it."
We're not dealing with
They
it.
literally,
They're not doing
the
it.
NFL literally said no,
No.
never mind, we're not doing
And
it.
they had to get like majority owners to say this stuff,
Which is hilarious.
which is the
to
best
me,
thing.
that's
of all.
hilarious.
And even Cleveland, out of everybody, Cleveland's the one that also is like, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah, I had to start a dynasty on NCAA 26, and he wasn't on there.
No, he's not allowed in it, dude. He's not allowed in it.
Hi, dude, the bum quarterback I would have played with.
The Sorsby situation is a whole different drama, but
Yeah.
like that thing, it's the guy he screwed himself over.
No, but it's scary. We've heard about now a few instances this offseason of football,
Yes.
and it's like Man, what's the next
There-
thing?
there's a
What's
there's
the
a-
next
I
thing?
think there's a Michigan guy too that also did some dumb stuff about it. So like, there's
Yeah, I don't know.
just stop betting in your freaking field.
It's
Yeah.
gonna get worse.
If it's football,
You know, there's a reason
don't do it.
you don't even
I don't
talk about
touch
what
it.
you
dude.
talk about right now,
Yeah,
and we don't even bring up his name anymore.
and I do.
No, we can't talk about
I do a betting show on Saturday mornings, and all my bets are they don't touch the Royals. They
Yeah.
don't touch it.
No,
Yeah.
we can't talk
I'm just saying, like even as a show, I feel like I've grown to
There's no reason to it.
understand it enough to not even bring his name up.
Yeah,
Like,
I asked my
No, I would never
co-host
say
of the
that.
show. I go, please don't bet Royals. Just don't
Yeah.
do nothing Royals related.
Yeah.
And they don't, and they respect that. So
Yeah. which maybe one day that means we could get him back on.
Well, if the
maybe
Royals-
one day, maybe one.
If the Royals ever become good, then that might be a different story. Yeah, like we might have to think about it differently. You know, if the Royals are ever good,
It's very good.
but
It's
Yeah.
it's just
at the end
annoying,
of the day,
dude.
we're never going to say his name. So
No, I don't want to because I already understand how serious the situation
Oh,
is.
it's massive.
And so
Like,
I don't want to fool around with it, man.
I can't even.
First of all, I love the guy. I love the guy, and I respect him enough.
I can't even
where I
show
don't
my
wanna-
fantasy
I don't
team.
wanna do that.
Like I can't I have a fantasy team that's free. It's a free freaking league for God's sakes.
Yeah.
With one of Jason's buddies.
Oh,
that
baseball fantasy team.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I can't show them. I
Terrible.
can't even share with them because it would violate it would possibly violate something. So
But fantasy football's okay.
no, well, football's okay.
That's what I was
Yeah,
told.
we're
Fantasy
okay.
football's
We're okay.
dude,
All right.
I don't even want to say Pete Rose's name, and he's dead. Like that, I feel like
That's different. That's different.
I'm exposing something if I say Pete Rose's name.
Ah,
say
Our
everybody's
friend of
name.
the show is not dead. So
If you're talking
He
about
is not dead.
baseball, if you're talking about baseball, I don't want to talk about.
All right.
I don't want to talk about.
let's move on here. Let's talk about some footballs news here. Our buddy Aaron Rodgers, guys, reunites with the estranged family. Rodgers posted Instagram photos with his parents and brother Luke. First time sharing family photos since joining the platform in 2017. After over a decade of public estrangement, heading into his 22nd and likely final season, brother Jordan notably absent from the photos still. Guys, are we giving Rodgers some credit for trying to make peace with his family recent, like with retirement on the brinks outside of Jordan? Apparently,
I have no problem with this whatsoever. Other than I will say, someone online said this was Tom Brady's midlife crisis by him
Oh.
acting the way he acted.
oh,
Listen, Tom Brady midlife crisis by going along with some WWE storyline, right, with Logan Paul
yeah,
goofing out. So my response to that was, this was, by the way, with a picture of Aaron Rodgers.
and you
his
love
family.
responding to this stuff. So
My response to that was, well, Aaron Rodgers reuniting with his family after all this time with the shit he's put up with or done with them is also his own version of a midlife crisis at the same time. So there's also a point where you get to where you're 42 years old and you decide, well, I'm about to retire. I should probably say hi to my family again. That's way more shitty than Tom Brady goofing around with WWE superstars. Where you know what I'm saying.
exactly,
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Where I think Aaron Rodgers over the years has always kind of like thrown them under the bus a little bit. Always been weird about Jordan, and
he apparently still is. 'Cause
it's-
he apparently didn't have any pictures of him.
so weird about what their dynamic is. I don't know. Obviously, the family itself is proud of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
Why would they not be? But Aaron's always been the one that's weird about them. Next thing you know, they got pictures. We're all smiling and hugging, arm around each other. But whenever someone tries to make fun of Tom Brady about some midlife crisis kind of shit, where oh my god, he's over there having fun playing around at a baseball game with Logan Paul and putting up some WWE storyline because he's goofing around. Oh well, that's a midlife crisis. Where meanwhile, Aaron Rodgers suddenly out of nowhere, 42 years old, wants to be back with his family. You might be a little bit of a piece of shit. So that'd be my first thought about Aaron Rodgers and sudden pictures of him back with his family.
and he's recently got the wife, right? I think that's what I saw. So
I don't know. He's had a lot of different girlfriends
me-
over his years.
to me, like the whole relationship drama that he's had for so long, it's all of a sudden come around. Like now he has a wife, and and now he's trying to make it with his family. Like, to me, it's just wild. But JG, what's
Is
your
it
thoughts?
who's his wife? Is it Danica Patrick still, or did he?
No, it's not Danica.
That was about 10 years
It's not Danica.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like, do we really care? Like, do you really care
About
about
which
his
part?
family?
About which
About his
part?
family?
I can tell you,
Nobody cares.
last year,
We
2
don't
years
care.
ago, we
I'm
would
just
have.
saying, how can we sit there online and judge Tom Brady for going out there and hanging out, doing his own thing with Logan Paul, fucking around, obviously. Meanwhile, with pictures of Aaron Rodgers and his family all of a sudden come to fruition. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my God. Aaron Rodgers finally back with his family. Oh my God. Things come full circle. No, it actually kind of looks to me like a little bit shady. Honestly, to me, you're up to some nonsense, in my opinion. That's the way I see it. So that's all I can say.
Yeah, I think he's probably up to some nonsense, but at the end of the day, his career's over. So why would you not try to, reconcile with your
But-
family? Like,
Which
you
is
have nothing to
midlife
lose.
crisis.
Midlife crisis right there. It's like he knows
He
it's on the verge. Like, it's coming.
That's
It's
a
coming.
midlife crisis.
Yes.
That's my entire point
Yes.
of what I was saying.
It's-
Yeah, I mean, it could be midlife crisis, but like, why does the public care? Nobody cares about this.
Well, they care because he hasn't contacted his family in like 3-4 years.
Right. They
I
care.
don't care.
It's a big
no,
thing,
hold on,
dude.
hold on. They care because
We know you don't care,
When's
but
the
everybody
last-
else cares.
they care
When's
because
the-
Everybody else cares.
I want to know when's the last
Oh.
time he won a Super Bowl. Was it 2010? 2011?
Yeah.
Why do I care? I care more about Tom Brady. I care about more
They
Tom
care because
Brady.
his whole life we've
He's
all
the freaking
known.
GOAT.
We've all known the story about how Aaron Rodgers and his family don't get along. Right.
Yeah,
Don't care.
correct.
His whole career.
Correct.
We've all known that. Well, that's why we care.
Jason, we know you don't care about people past their last title date, but this is a thing in public. Like, it is a thing. Like, it's a big drama situation.
I care more about Danica Patrick than I do with
Why?
his current
Why?
family.
She hasn't
She
won
sucks.
anything.
She
she's
was more
irrelevant.
relevant. She was more relevant.
What are you
than
talking
her.
about? She was
She's-
never relevant.
She was actually
She was
shitty,
relevant because
she
she
was
was the
shitty in
woman
NASCAR.
driver. That's it.
and then she was.
She didn't
shitty.
win nothing.
By the way, she was shitty.
She
too.
wrecked a lot.
She was horrible.
I'll give you this.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers was probably a top 5 quarterback in the history of mankind. After that, I don't give a F.
I don't know where your
I don't
opinions
give an
come
F
from.
about his.
I don't understand why you don't
I
care
don't
about
care.
this. I don't
Why,
understand.
why do we talk about his family? Who cares? Why is that relevant to my life? I don't care. I don't care.
JG, we don't understand. All right.
No, you don't understand.
I get it. I get it. I said my.
I know
piece.
you
I
get
said
it.
my piece.
I'm
You
right there.
said
with
your
you.
piece.
I'm
That's
with
all
you.
about it.
All right, our final one here. Actually, I got 2 more. I got 1 more after this. Sorry, 1 more. But this one here, Shohei Ohtani is set to pitch off the mound this week. He is coming back from rest and injury duty. You gotta remember, this is the guy that also pitched last year in the NL conference finals. I don't know how you call it. I forgot. Guys, I've been tricking. So MLB, NL.
The NBA
Conference finals.
I mean, you said it
He
the
said
first time. You said it the first time.
It's right.
He's talking about
But he also,
NBA
he had the
conference
Babe
finals.
Ruth game, right? Where he pitched and he hit. He had 3 home runs. He pitched a complete freaking shutout against Milwaukee. And this guy's
Yeah,
finally
that's
coming
awesome.
back to pitch off the mound this week here. What's your thoughts here with Shohei Ohtani waiting this long to make some moves? Come playoff time. Post All-Star game.
Well, yeah, we're
Ohtani.
the midway mark, I guess. I mean, so
I think it's phenomenal. I think it's a great move.
Yeah.
Keep the guy off the mound as long as you can.
I don't see what the problem is. Honestly, I think it's great. I think it's
It's big
What you
news
should do.
because this is how you should treat it. It's how you should treat an Ohtani player.
yeah. No, I have no problem with it. It's, I mean, to me, it's the way you should go about it, and it's the part of the season where things matter more.
Yeah.
And so why not save it till now?
I mean, we're talking better than Babe Ruth game.
No, I think
Yeah.
Ohtani is the greatest baseball player of all time, and the only reason why people don't care about that is because of his race. He's Asian. So, we talk about Babe Ruth, we talk about Barry Bonds.
I don't know.
Nobody cares about
where do we
Ohtani.
have Asian hate? Where is Asian hate coming from?
It's not hate. It's just a lack of interest. Nobody cares.
There's a lot of exciting
Nobody cares
Asian
about
players today.
you know?
White Sox.
That's too bad.
Dodgers.
What do you think of like
Giants,
Ichiro, for
Padres.
instance? I mean, is Ichiro like
Seattle?
is that what?
That everybody thought that Ichiro was just like
Ichibaho is one of the best.
Nobody gave him
If
credit
not
for
incredible.
at-bats.
One of the best fucking hitters
If
of
not
all
one of
time
the
in
best.
baseball.
If not,
cared,
but what he
man.
did in Japan doesn't count.
Nobody cared. And that's the same. I feel like we're getting the same thing with Otani.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Like you're getting a lot of good Japanese players, import players that are phenomenal. They're just freaking phenomenal.
I just don't agree with this whole idea of Otani being overlooked because of his race. I'm not
That's not about it. He literally had a game that topped Babe Ruth
I know
by far.
the 3 home run game.
Milwaukee Brewers.
I think it's
final.
a situation
Going to the
where
World Series.
you have a guy like Otani who doesn't look like me, but at the same time, we're in a sport, the game of baseball, which is in the decline.
There is no decline.
If
It is not a decline. It is a attention.
But it's in a decline compared to football and basketball. You have to admit that.
Because the games, unfortunately, the game's too slow for a lot of people.
So if
they
I've got
can't be pitching anymore.
If I've got a declining game where we have a superstar that doesn't look like me,
It's
we're going to discount that.
It's an 80. No. What are you talking about?
I just don't think people respect him at all. Honestly,
Why would they
honest to God.
not? There was no reason not to respect the guy. No reason not to
because
respect
people
him.
You're saying people because
He's Asian?
Asian.
It's a combination of that. And
Do you
the
not
fact
know
that-
what they're doing in that stadium? So you not know that there's Asian stadium days and Dodger Stadium are one of the biggest sellouts. Literally,
I
in
I
baseball.
don't feel like
I got a feeling Otani's the biggest
legitimately-
selling jersey actually.
Oh,
in
by
America.
far. Like he has to.
I-
Outside of Judge,
I
maybe him and
I
Judge.
do not
Maybe
believe that.
Judge.
I do not believe that people respect him as an athlete. I really don't.
That's
And
I don't know, man.
This whole thing, like
I'm
we
not
always talk about LeBron James in terms of being the GOAT or not being the GOAT or what have you. And we talk about people saying, just enjoy the ride. And I feel like nobody is enjoying this ride that Otani is giving us right now.
You know, we said that about Mike
They're not
Trout,
enough.
right? We said that Mike Trout, and then Mike Trout kept getting injured. And now you got Otani who doesn't get injured, pitches and hits, and had the best game probably in anybody's career in the last 20 years, 30 years. With his game last year versus Milwaukee. Like, there's no reason not to respect this guy. If you're talking about like, because
I don't know anyone who doesn't respect Otani for his on-field play.
I've never heard about
There's
it.
been a lot
They
of
respect him. They
questions
just don't
about.
care. They
Well,
don't care.
there was a lot of questions last year about the translator and stuff like that. So I think.
Well,
that
I mean,
was a thing,
you're always going to get your gambling crap and all that, but like, there's no reason like to not doubt him.
I've never once heard of anyone like not believing in or trusting Otani or whatever the case may be, like, or worrying about his race for that matter. I'm just gonna put it that way.
It's funny though how he was gambling and baseball figured out a way to just squash it like it never happened. But with Pete Rose, all of a sudden he was gambling and they made a big deal of it. It's like,
but Otani didn't get hit with the guilt.
Baseball was a dying sport.
He didn't get hit with the guilt.
Baseball was a dying sport. And
I don't know what you're talking
was
about.
gambling.
I don't know what you're talking
Otani was gambling, and then they just kind of squashed it. Like they blamed it on his handler or what have you.
I don't understand what you're saying there. He didn't get hit with anything.
Yeah,
he's innocent.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like you think he's innocent, but
he is innocent.
He had some handlers that were doing some gambling for him, and nobody ever talks about it.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, we'll just squash it, right?
Okay.
Yeah, nobody wants to
interesting. All right, last topic, guys. There was a bunch of layoffs happening at ESPN this week here. And I want to just name some key names that got impacted here. Ryan Clark, Carl Ravitch, Tom Pelissero, David Lloyd, Stephanie Bell, Charles Davis, Cam Newton,
Stefania Bell.
Charles Davis.
Yeah.
Stefania
Bell. Yep.
Wow.
Ken Newton, Bart Scott. On Andreas Hale, writers Dan
We got some big
Hadjutki.
names. We got some,
There's
big
some more
names,
behind the
bro.
scenes. Like last year or a couple years ago, they fired Robert Griffin III. They fired Shannon Sharp amongst personal legal issues. So, like,
He liked underage girls.
guys, we're talking about some big names like Tom Pelissero. Like he worked his way up. Like he's a big name for me.
Yeah, Tom Pelissero, man.
Charles
that
Davis?
surprised me.
Charles Davis, who's
Hey,
always in the batting games.
I've always been a big fan of Charles Davis.
I like Charles Davis.
Me too. I'm a big fan of him.
What are we doing?
I've always liked Charles Davis. Yeah, Charles Davis is good.
I think Stefania Bell was the biggest name that I
For you?
that I
The
picked
best
up.
one that was fired is definitely Ryan Clark.
Yeah,
What I mean by best
that makes
is, I mean,
sense.
most deserving.
it makes
Most deserving
sense.
of
It
being
makes
fired.
sense. It makes full sense on Ryan Clark.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He's a race baiter.
Oh, race baiter. I mean, seriously, you can come up with a lot of
It's
things.
plain and simple.
What do you guys?
Look at what he
talking
talked about.
You can
dude.
come up with a lot of things.
This guy was about to talk about the freaking Dallas Cowboys before he got freaking
He's
hit.
stupid as hell.
Like,
I,
what are you doing?
I've said my piece on Ryan Clark many times, but yeah, no, he was deserved
He-
of being fired. A long
His
time ago.
his opinions and his takes drove me mad every
just,
time.
It's just stupid. But the other ones, I don't know. Do you guys have any thoughts on the other guys that were mentioned?
I don't think it's a thing with any of these guys. Like it's just their contracts run out.
Well, let me.
You can only keep a certain amount of people. It's just like
That's
the
not what
NBA.
happened.
So-
Damn it.
Yes, it is.
No,
why
it's
would you
not.
fire? Why, Mike? Why are you
Tanner, did
going
their
to fire?
contracts run out? Is that why they got fired? The contracts run out, Tanner.
Yes.
Is
Why-
that what
why-
I'm looking it up. Look it up.
Do you want to fire Stefania Bell?
No,
because
Pat
she's a
McAfee
woman?
got all the fucking money too.
Are you a womanizer? Why would you fire the women
Ryan Clark
like Stefania Bell? It doesn't make any sense. Unbelievable.
signed an extension in early 2024 worth over $2 million per year. Canned. Carl Ravitch, he's been around since
He's been
'93.
there forever, bro. 1993. There's no reason for him to get fired.
It's
Their
no, that's
contract
literally
runs
they're
out,
doing
bro.
layoffs, dude. They're
Tom
doing
Pelissero
layoffs.
was actually he was expired this year.
You can't
No,
keep
they were
everybody.
doing layoffs.
No, you cannot keep everybody. It's just like
But they did
Major
have
League
active
Baseball.
contracts this year, despite the layoff.
They gave all the money to Pat McAfee.
I mean, if you're gonna do anything right, it is Pat's. It's Pat's show.
They bought the show.
Yeah.
ESPN bought Pat McAfee's show.
Yeah.
They just said
Right.
no F-bomb, no F-bomb.
No, I know.
And how does that
You-
work?
You have to spend. If you want Pat McAfee, you got to spend a certain amount of money, which means that
So,
Stefania Bell,
He's getting
Hey.
paid
we love you,
60.
Stefania Bell, but we ran out of money.
Pat McAfee's
So-
getting paid $60 million a
You
year
can't
now.
renew your contract.
$60 million a year for Pat
That's
McAfee.
fine. That's
$60
But
million.
but you also get you also
That
get him
has
in the
nothing
college.
to do with RC.
You also get him in the college.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
preview
Fire
show.
that fucker. Fire him.
You also get him in the college preview show too. So like it helps enhance those.
Pat
two.
does all of it. He does all the shows.
He
don't
does
give a
everything
Nothing
he
to do
can.
with anybody.
Everything he
fuck.
can.
Pat does everything. That's why he had to walk away from WWE.
Yeah.
He's not too busy with ESPN.
Yeah.
You're not
So he
gonna
told
fire
WWE, like, go, I got to go away.
Yeah.
Because
But he pops in
ESPN
every now and then WWE because he can.
Because
But
if he has the time.
Yeah.
But ESPN's who's paying him.
yeah.
It's what he's doing. ESPN, all the college shows, all everything.
But if you're Pat, like guys, if you're Pat, you're sitting here like, sorry, like I'm doing what I'm doing. Like at this point,
You know what? It was like only 4 years ago. McAfee signed the $100 million deal,
FanDuel.
FanDuel deal.
Yeah.
It was like 4 years ago.
And look at him now, man.
Jesus Christ.
He's just him and the screw are just raking a freaking.
You guys act like Ryan Clark did something wrong, and he didn't do anything. He didn't get
Well,
fired.
hold on.
Nobody fired anybody. It's just like
you could be a
you've got
dumb
purse.
You could be a dumb bastard your whole life if you want to.
You've got
Ryan
a purse
Clark
full
doesn't
of money,
mean you're
bro.
wrong.
great player. You know what? Great player.
You got a purse
That was
full of
fun.
money.
Doesn't mean you're
Guess
wrong.
what? You got a
Great player.
McAfee. So
His-
we got to cut some.
No, Ryan Clark, great player. I mean, his opinions though and his takes were ESPN worthy. And when I say ESPN worthy, they were awful, dude. They were wanting to clickbait. They were everything.
Yeah, you can,
everything you
you
need
can
to
be whatever you want to be
I
and
will
do
give you
nothing
that.
wrong
I will give you
necessarily.
that.
You can be a total.
This was freaking
dumbass.
Henry. This was freaking Henry Lake in ESPN.
No, I know.
It's what it was.
But
People
why
out there
would
don't know
you-
what you're talking about, but yes.
They
No,
might not know.
are.
Minnesota people know what we're talking about because I talked to my buddy down in
Right.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
He knows what I'm
Hey,
talking
like
about.
went back to Minnesota,
Yeah,
still doing the same shit.
still doing the same shit.
Why would you fire somebody like RC versus somebody like Sam Acho, which is a guy who says dumber things?
He's the next
than
one
RC.
out of the freaking.
Dude, the
He's dumber
Acho,
than
dude, they're all going out. They're all.
It's all.
This is all new. This all came out the last day. Achos are going out too, probably.
No,
They're
no.
gonna
You
keep me in
get
account.
ready.
They're gonna keep me in account.
If,
Don't worry.
if the Achos aren't out this year, they're out next year. By far.
You know, at the end of the day, like
Those guys are stupid
at
as hell.
some point, let's just make a reality TV show about it and say, "Hey, you're fired.
It's not worth my
I'm
time,
fired."
dude.
All right.
It's not worth my time. Ryan Clark, I got to meet Ryan Clark for a second.
Yes, we saw him face to face, bro.
Draft
I
time.
walked over.
Draft time.
I said hi to him. I said hi to Channing Crowder. I said hello to Fred Taylor, which was my running back idol as a kid.
yes.
Channing Crowder and Fred, I'm all for, man.
All about it.
I'm all for
When
it.
I saw Ryan Clark sitting over there, I'm like, you a dumb motherfucker.
Oh man,
That's all I can think in my head. I'm like,
Shame
I
on
knew,
you,
I
bro.
knew back
Shame
3
on
years ago he was a dumb motherfucker.
I love RC.
All right.
I love it.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
Don't
I
lie.
love him.
Don't lie.
JG, you ready?
He's my homie.
Oh,
JG,
I bet he is.
you ready, JG? He's ready. He's into the guarantee, guys.
The Grayson guarantee right now is that we're going to talk about LeBron James, who has a 0% chance of landing in the Western Conference next year. And everybody knows, like, the Golden State Warriors are on the list because Draymond Green loves LeBron. You know, they got the same agent and all this and that, and LeBron wants to play with Steph. That's a 0% chance, guys. I've been telling you guys this for weeks. Like, it's a smoke screen. You have a 0% chance of LeBron James landing on Golden State. And oh, by the way, 0% chance of him landing in the Western Conference because a lot of people like to talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves and how they have Ant-Man and freaking LaMelo Ball, you know, and that's great, man. But the problem with that is, like, LeBron James, like, it gets pretty cold in Minnesota, and that's a small market team. Why in the world would LeBron James end his career with the Minnesota Timberwolves? It's like the most depressing story of all time. And oh, by the way, you're not going to win a championship because you got LaMelo, Rudy Gobert, freaking Ant-Man. Like you're not going to beat the Spurs. You know, you're not going to beat freaking Oklahoma City Thunder. And so that's my guarantee right now is that LeBron James has a 0% chance of landing in the Western Conference.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Hey, I like that guarantee.
I don't hate it.
Well, because I have a team in particular that I think he's going to go to, which is Philly. And so the Western Conference should be, to me, off limits.
According to Philly fans, they do not want him in our comments.
Dude, they don't know what they want. Philly?
In our comments, they
No,
don't.
no.
want him.
Listen, Philly doesn't know what the hell they want.
They know exactly
No,
what they want.
Those fans are ridiculous. I would like to fight all of them, actually.
I'm
I'm with
going to speak for the Philly fans right now. They know exactly what they want, which is to grease up the light poles and climb up those greased light poles after winning a championship. They just to climb everything.
Maybe they don't deserve a championship. I think that they should never have one ever again. Honestly. So
I don't hate that take. I don't hate the take.
which part, Tanner? Tell me what part do you not like?
Philly
Right.
not Philly not getting a championship.
They don't deserve shit.
They don't.
Philly doesn't deserve shit ever again.
No.
They really don't.
How do they get Jaylen Brown and everybody else and Boston fans are the worst? No.
No.
Freaking Philly fans are the worst.
Yeah, Philly fans are absolutely the worst.
They deserved Allen
Anyways,
Iverson.
my
back
point
in the
is
day.
is not the favorite right now for LeBron to go probably to Philly.
Yes.
No.
And so-
Well, no, actually,
No, okay, hold on. He's telling me no. You're telling me yes, but go ahead, speak, Jason.
No, the favorite is Cleveland. So
Favorite is somehow Cleveland.
Cleveland is the favorite.
Okay.
And I think
I don't know. Tell me.
you don't really
Why?
have a number 2.
Why?
You guys pull it up on
What?
Poly Market.
You don't have number 2? I've seen
Pull it up on
Philly is
freaking
number
Polymarket.
2 the whole way. Oh, who's going to pair with Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Why the
all
fuck would he
they
go to
care
Cleveland again? What's the
right
fucking
now, ladies and
He's got a
gentlemen,
house.
holy
He's got a
cow.
house out there.
Holy cow, dude. Hold on.
Talk to me.
47% currently the favorite, Miami Heat.
Heat again?
So where's
20
Cleveland? Where's Cleveland?
29% is Cavs. 15% the Warriors, 10% the 76ers.
All right.
So why is Miami the number 1 then?
Miami's, it just says number 1. They
But why?
literally jumped up extremely high.
All right,
All
well,
right,
whatever.
So we're gonna move on to the next
Whatever.
Holy cow.
next segment here, which is
Miami, man.
where's LeBron gonna land? If I told you that he has a 0% chance of landing in the West, where's LeBron gonna go? Well, everybody in the world told you to bet all of your money, your life savings on the Cleveland Cavaliers. That was like 2-3 weeks ago. And now Tanner is telling me
Miami.
that Miami is on the table.
Miami, dude.
The JG told you
Philly.
that it was going to be 100% Philly. And I told you guys that about a week and a half ago. They are still the favorite, in my opinion, because they have the best roster with Tyrese Maxey, BJ Edgecombe, Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown. They are the highest chance right now, in my opinion. It's Philly. But I want to tell you guys something right now. I told you 0% chance in the West. And the reason why I told you a 0% chance in the West because the Golden State Warriors, they are off the table. I told you guys this for weeks. If you cannot figure out a way to get AD on the Golden State Warriors, guess what, guys? Yaxel Lendenborg is not going to be good enough. He's a great prospect. LeBron does not care about the rookies. Cleveland, I told you guys a week and a half ago that Cleveland had a 0% chance of landing LeBron James. But Cleveland is actually back on the table if you can figure out a way to do a deal. If I can swap Kyrie Irving for James Harden, because that's why I told you guys Cleveland has 0% chance. LeBron is not going to play with James Harden. It's never going to happen. But over the past 10 days, we figured out that if we could do a swap of Harden for Kyrie Irving, then I think you could figure out a scenario where LeBron would go back to Cleveland. But if you don't, if you guys, you guys are going to be watching the headlines over the next few days. If Kyrie Irving does not get back to Cleveland, you can take Cleveland off the table. 0% chance. I told you guys 10 days ago, Miami Heat had a 0% chance of landing LeBron. But that was before I realized that Pat Riley has a relationship with LeBron James. I know it's hard to believe, but then that was kind of a rough situation when LeBron left them after the 2014 championship when the Miami Heat lost to the Spurs. It's a little bit different situation right now because Miami is a place where LeBron James has already won. He's won championships there, multiple championships. Davion Mitchell probably shouldn't be the starting point guard. So when you're talking about roster construction, I want you guys to listen to this right now. Philly is the best roster that LeBron can land. But if you're talking about the best fit for LeBron James, where I can plug LeBron James into the lineup where I don't have a really good point guard, right? So Davion Mitchell probably at this point in his career is not a starting point guard in this league. If I can plug LeBron James into that lineup in Miami, Now all of a sudden I've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Can I pronounce that right? You've got Bam Adebayo, who just scored what he scored last year, Tanner? He put up 84 points in one game, 83
in one game.
More points than Kobe Bryant in Kobe's whole career. So if I've got offense and defense, which that's exactly what you have.
And you're not Tyler Hero out. So
you got Bam, you got Giannis. Though both of those guys are elite offense and defensive players. We don't have a point guard. We've got Andrew Wiggins on the perimeter that can play defense. We've got elite defense in the paint with Giannis and Bam. Miami is back on the table, boys. And I wrote them off about 10 days ago. They are back on the table. And I'm telling you right now, that is why they are the favorite, because LeBron James needs a team that has two-way players like Bam and Giannis. We can score, we can play defense. Andrew Wiggins, not so much on the scoring side, but Andrew Wiggins can play perimeter defense. Now all you need is a point guard. Well, guess what I told you guys? I told you guys this a couple of weeks ago. I said Miami is missing a point guard. Well, what does LeBron do best? He can play point forward. He is elite. One of the greatest players of all time at running an offense is LeBron James. So that is the best and most likely landing spot for LeBron James right now is the Miami Heat.
One more time. Why did Philly change from your favorite to the Miami? Because he can run with the ball, because he can be the point guy, because he can be the ball handler? That's what you're saying?
I just think with Philly, there's too many mouths to feed. So you've got a guy in VJ Edgecombe who is trying to earn his first big contract of his whole life. And VJ Edgecombe is not a guy that's just going to settle for 10 points a game. You know, Jaylen Brown obviously wants the ball. Tyrese Maxey, who actually called LeBron James on the phone and said, hey, LeBron, we want you to come play for our team. I feel like it's a situation where if I was going to place a bet, yes, that is the best roster if you're trying to win a championship. But it might not be the best fit because you got Jaylen Brown wants the ball. Tyrese Maxey wants the ball. VJ Edgecombe wants the ball. And oh, by the way, if he ever plays more than 25 games, Joel Embiid is going to want that freaking ball. And so in terms of a basketball fit, I think that, you know, it's just Philly. They got way too many mouths to feed. And LeBron James has already shown that he did a good job being the third option for the Lakers last year. But, you know, I don't think that that's what he really wants. And now all of a sudden, if you go to Philly, you might be the fourth option. And so I think in terms of basketball fit, Miami is the place that he should go. But if you're just looking for overall roster, you should go to Philly. But I just think that Miami's back on the table, because I think that him and Pat Riley, obviously to this point, they've mended fences. And I just think that the other thing I go back to is that LeBron James, with his high basketball IQ, he knows he's not going to win a championship in year one. And they proved that in Miami already. They did it one time. They lost in the finals in year one. They won it in year two. And I think that LeBron James knows that Pat Riley is the type of guy that even if they can't win a championship in year one, Pat Riley is the guy that's going to bring in some pieces in year two to get the job done.
So, sticking on LeBron train, right? So Halliburton texted LeBron trying to get him the Pacers. He said, LOL, LOL, LOL. And obviously that's not going to happen, right? By far. But like, is this the right move for Miami? Like, is this the right move for LeBron going to Miami? If he went to Miami? Like, in your opinion, like, is this LeBron's best move? Like, let's say this is final year. Is this the team that he should end up on?
He needs to be on a power team. Team's loaded.
I think so too.
I'm gonna
What
tell you
else you
guys,
got?
Why not?
I'll
Why
tell you
not?
guys right now, bro. Like, I am biased as heck, and you know how biased I am on the show. But the worst thing that you could do is go to the Thunder, who have already won a championship, or you go to the Knicks, who have already won a championship. The best thing that you could do, if I'm speaking directly to LeBron James, is you should go to the Spurs, because the Spurs, with that core that they have going on right now, they lost, man. They haven't won anything. But you have De'Aaron Fox, who is a clutch client with Rich Paul.
Okay.
So
Not a fan.
if I'm trying to go into a baked in championship team who is not, it's not going to be like a Kevin Durant situation. You guys remember when Kevin Durant went to the Warriors after he already won a championship?
That was a super team.
Yeah, like Kevin Durant didn't prove anything after.
But
he
Durant
went
was
to
in
the
his prime.
Warriors.
Durant was in his prime, though.
No,
his
he
prime.
was. But I'm just saying, like nobody's gonna frown on LeBron James if he goes to the Spurs, who didn't win anything. Like they were good last year, but they lost in the finals. So if you're trying to just make a tweak on one certain team that just needs one little different edge, like I would go to the Spurs, but that's the only Western Conference team that he would ever go to.
Gotcha.
Nobody, like you guys who sit out there and you say, "Oh, he's going to the Warriors," dude. You guys are wasting your time. He's not going to the Warriors, not going to Minnesota.
Does Philly make the most sense to you, Tanner?
It does.
I think Philly makes the most sense.
Like you're talking about Jaylen Brown, who's already worked with
Right.
Tatum and
Yeah.
Porzingis and a whole bunch
I
of
mean,
other guys.
LeBron to go to
To
Philly
me, like
makes the most sense.
Brown being the guy that could help with LeBron and the rest of the All-Star staff. Like this guy already has done it in Celtics land. Like let him go with it. I really do think 76ers.
It's a 1-year deal, right?
76 would be
it's a
the
one-year
best.
deal.
Honestly, the best fit on the final year. Like I would go 76ers.
He's trying to pull a Tom.
But I
Brady,
could also
go-
I could
Yeah.
also see like LeBron going to Miami because Giannis is according to streamer Neon. If you guys follow that, I see some stuff about it, but like apparently Giannis is really high. Like he's been nonstop about LeBron coming out there. Like you got Bam, like you got two big guys down low.
two big guys.
One guy that can shoot a three, one guy that you can play.
Who's your
full
three?
defense.
Who's the guy that shoot a three?
Giannis.
Bam. No.
Giannis can shoot.
Oh, you
Giannis can
Oh.
shoot.
Who's your big
No,
man?
no, no.
Who's your
Bam
big
can
man?
shoot.
Pull
Huh.
up the percentages.
Your big man's Giannis, right?
Yeah.
They can shoot three.
Bam
We'll
it. But
put
who's
that.
your 3-point guy?
It's Bam.
Our hero? Is he
Is
gone?
it Bam?
Is
Pull
Hero?
up-
Is
pull
Hero
up.
gone?
I want you to pull
I'm
up,
just
Tanner.
saying. You guys tell me right now.
I'm going to give you some time.
Well, man, that's like the opposite of the Suns.
No,
Yeah, but it's
I
a
want,
big man.
I want you to pull up Bam's 3-point percentage last year versus Giannis, because I'm telling you, Bam shot over 40%.
Bam is better. Bam is better
from three.
Yes, Bam is better.
And he scored more
Yes.
points in a game than Kobe Bryant.
Bam was better than
So
Giannis
if you
on the
got a guy
3-point.
like Bam that can
Yes.
play offense and defense, I could put up 80 points in a game.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can
no.
protect the rim. And then Giannis can cut into the lane and
Sure.
destroy everybody on
Yeah.
offense. And play
Bam was
defense.
better.
We're
on
talking about a 1.8% difference between Bam and
Dude,
Giannis.
On
They're
3-point.
two-way.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
whole
I'm
point
just
is
saying,
like
But I knew that was also a thing too.
you got two-way players. That's the whole point. You got Bam and Giannis.
But you got
two-way
two
players.
big guys down low that
Dude,
can.
LeBron himself is a 2-way player in a way.
He is a
Not
two-way
anymore.
player.
So no,
He is a two-way player.
Yes,
No,
he is.
no, he's not.
He is easily
He's
still
gone.
a 4
Who
in most teams.
who's running your outside perimeter? Who's a perimeter guy
He can run.
Andrew Wiggins is guarding the perimeter.
on the
Andrew
Heat?
Wiggins
On the Heat?
on the Heat. Yep.
You guys tell me if that's bullshit or not. I don't know.
No, he is.
No, he is.
And
But
Davion Mitchell is
it's right there.
at
Like
his age, like he's a young guy.
So what
dude.
is
He
this?
can
The
play
best defense of all time? What's going on?
no. It's there's just more relevance down low than there is in the 76ers.
I think they're even, man. I think it's Philly and the Heat right now as we speak.
Philly makes
and
most.
I
sense
think
by
Philly
far.
makes the best sense if you go for a title.
I think Cleveland.
I think
Cleveland is
Miami
trash.
makes the sense if you just want the ball.
Cleveland is trash. It's over for Cleveland.
Cleveland is not relevant. They shouldn't be relevant in this matter. Cleveland.
Anyways, when is the decision?
He said when he decides, he decides. NBA wants to wait for him to make a decision to make the schedule, and LeBron's team has already told him we'll make the decision when we want to make the decision. So
I hate this guy, man. I hate this guy.
I do.
What's that?
I've
So what's
talked
that,
about
man?
this before. I want people to understand with that when we went through the decision, I'll call it 1.0.
Look, the first time was
when he
special.
went to South Beach.
The first time made sense.
No,
Taking my
that's
pounds to
not-
South Beach.
no.
That was special.
That's not what people thought. What people don't understand is that production, when he made his announcement with Jim Gray, there was a ton of money donated to charity, and nobody ever remembers that stuff. Like they think it was just like, oh,
Tell me more.
LeBron-
Tell me more.
This isn't
LeBron
though.
is all about himself and all
Yeah,
that.
tell me
No.
more.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
A lot of that money was donated to charity
What money?
back in 2009 or 2010.
The
whatever year
big
that happened.
decision making.
I think if
debacle.
I'm not sure. I think it might have been the Boys and Girls Clubs, but he got trashed, dude. Everybody hated him for his entire career based on the decision. And when that production
I hate him.
happened,
I was
a lot
actually
of
a
that
Cavs
money-
fan during that time.
a lot of that money was donated to charity, and he's
But
that's the whole reason, guys. I wish he did. I wish he should call up. I wish he could call up Jim Gray right now and do it again. I want to see it again, because if you're going to donate money
What
to
is he
charity,
dead?
no, he's still alive. I think.
Well, then what's stopping it? Let's do it again.
If you're going to donate money to charity, like I don't
I don't
care
care.
about the media.
like
I don't care what the
the
media
thing. The
thinks,
thing
dude.
is, the thing
Do
is,
another decision.
LeBron knows it's going to be a big debacle, but at the same time, his camp and him has said like we're going to decide when we want to decide. Like he's just
The one thing I'll say about
letting it
LeBron,
be.
he's a big liar. So as a big liar, I appreciate him
You could be
holding
a
up
liar.
and letting it play out.
But you're playing a year what 23, right? 22, 23.
I'm just saying.
Like you can yeah, sure. You know
I'm
what?
just saying he's a
I'm
big
all
liar.
for it. I think he's earned his state of like
To
what-
lie.
You can
let-
tell. Dude,
no,
you
let the
can tell-
NBA
Let me tell
do
you
what they
right
want
now.
to do, and he decides what he wants to do from there.
Or
I could tell.
lie.
I could tell one lie in my life, or I could tell two lies in my life. If I donate money to charity and make millions of dollars like LeBron James did back in 2009, 2010, I think that the people should be aware of that and not just trash the guy because he's not as good as Michael
guarantee
Jordan, which
you-
is true. That's true. He's not as good as Michael Jordan, but that doesn't mean you have to trash the guy because he did donate a lot of money to charity.
Yes,
and
he
should get
will.
credit for that.
The only flaw for LeBron James is that he's a liar. That's it.
Well, in other aspects,
No,
if I wasn't here tonight, guys, you would probably hear that I'm a liar.
As a
So-
person, from what I've gathered over my years of 20 experience,
No, I'm telling you right now.
I remember. Do
Why-
you guys, were you
why
guys?
do you-
hold on, pause real quick. Were you guys? I used to go to movies when I was 16 years old.
Yes.
Currently 36.
Yes.
And I remember maybe even before I was 16, and I would go to this movie theater in Olathe at the Olathe Mall.
Yeah. At the
And there was
big Olathe Mall. Off,
The old Olathe Mall, right?
Yeah.
And there was this ad of this guy just shooting these like crazy half point shots, right?
Yes.
Going in the shot. And it was like 4 or 5 in a row, whatever it was, of just literally half court shots. And it was LeBron James shooting this ball. It was LeBron James. The person that was in this advertisement was some random dude. And he looked back at the camera and he would like hold a Sprite. LeBron James was a Sprite guy. And I just remember like LeBron was
Are you,
the same age as me at that time, I guess.
are you mad about LeBron James making money off a sponsorship
No.
video
What
That you thought was real?
What I am so
that you thought was real?
impressed about. Well, the video might have been fake.
Tell me more.
I don't
about it.
know.
Tell me more about it.
Listen,
Tell me
the
more.
video might
Tell
have
me
been
more
fake.
about it.
What I'm impressed about is the fact that almost like Salvador Perez in a way. No, I'm serious. Don't act like that. Don't act like that. I'm impressed about it because it's like, dude, I've watched this freaking guy go from high school doing advertisements and movie theaters from a mall who no longer exists, by the way, shooting these freaking half-court shots while this guy stares in amazement. And the video is all about that. And the person who was shooting those shots was LeBron James whenever he was 18 years old. Okay?
And you're mad about him making money?
Tanner, why do you think I'm mad about anything?
Because
It makes no
I
sense
feel
why you
like
keep
this
saying
is a rant coming into play.
No. I'm amazed by LeBron James and his tenuity of what he's done. I'm amazed by Salvador Perez
Okay.
of what his tenuity has been as well. Look, I'm not here trying to talk shit about LeBron James. I don't know why you're having that feeling.
You're calling him a bunch of liars.
Listen to me, you bastard. I'm telling a story about my first time experiencing LeBron James in a movie theater. Because I got to watch this freaking thing. You know, this guy from half-court shot make these like 5 throws in a row and then watch this guy and like turn back and it was a Sprite commercial. It was before a movie I was going to see when I was literally freaking 18 years old. I didn't know who LeBron was. I knew he was going to be really good. I didn't know what that meant. Same thing for Salvador Perez at the time.
Yeah.
I was 16 years old. I'm the same age as Salvador Perez, for the record.
Correct.
We are. We are.
Age.
I was 16 years old when I saw Salvador Perez get signed by the Royals. And then that became a thing, right? And so, you know, it's like one of those things where you start to you want those guys to have a great career. You know, I don't know how Tanner was laughing.
I would just say that you have to figure out a way to separate the human being from the basketball player, because if I'm a basketball player and I got routinely destroyed in games of one-on-one versus Michael Beasley, who apparently is making a comeback. The last time I checked to the NBA, if you can't even beat Michael Beasley in a game of one-on-one,
what are you talking about?
Dude, it's documented, man. Just keep your mouth shut. Okay?
What are you talking about right now?
This is a documented fact. That
What do you mean he's
Michael
making a comeback? What do you like in the betting world?
Michael Beasley, one of the greatest college basketball players of all time, would routinely destroy LeBron James in games of one-on-one in Miami Heat practices. What I'm trying to tell you is you have to separate the basketball player from the human being. And I could go all day long because I know a lot of people who can't stand LeBron James as a person. I'm telling you right now, he's a really good person. And I hope that people will remember how much money that he donated to charity over the years and how good of a person. He's a good person. But when you go to the basketball side of things, can we just take Jordan off the table? That's a different story. I know how much you people love this guy, and he is a great person. But as a basketball player, like, dude, like don't bring his name in the same sentence with Michael Jordan. Just have some objectivity.
How do you not?
Because Kareem is better.
Kareem
is better than LeBron. He's better. And I could put
coming from afar.
You know, LeBron he's on the Mount Rushmore. He's probably top 5.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
You know, but like Kareem is better. He's a better player.
Coming from afar.
You know why? What's his record in the finals, Tanner?
Who cares?
Is he 5-2?
Don't
What's
care.
Tim Duncan's?
Don't care.
What's Tim Duncan's record against LeBron James?
How many seasons did
finals?
Tim Duncan play? How many playoff games did Tim Duncan play?
Doesn't matter.
How many?
Doesn't matter.
So it just matters if you win.
Was Tim Duncan 2-1 versus LeBron in the finals?
So you tell me it just matters if you win.
Was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
It doesn't matter what you do. Like you can win like Robert Horry.
Did Kareem have 6 championships with?
I'm not doing this, Jason. I'm not ready tonight.
Did LeBron James lose more final series than he won?
Yeah,
That's probably true.
Yes.
So
lose again.
How old was he when he lost all those?
I'm telling you guys, this is the theme. I'm going to give you a
What are
theme
we
of this
doing?
show right now. This should be the theme of your life. All of you listening right now. Two things can be true at the same time. LeBron James can be a good human being and donate a lot of money to charity, but also not be on the Mount Rushmore of basketball. Not be better than Jordan, not be better than Kareem. Like, two things can be true at the same time. That's all I'm trying to get to you guys right now.
That reminds me of the old Travis Kelce commercial where you can get
two things at once.
Flu shot and the COVID shot at the same time.
Yeah, that's not
two
how
at
it
the
works.
same time.
That's a fugazi.
That's the old Travis
That's
Kelce
a
commercial.
fugazi.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like that's
not how life
that's
works.
the thing, man. Two things at the same time.
Not how life works.
Yeah.
So,
all right.
I'll give you a caveat though, Tanner. Do you want a caveat?
Sure. What you got?
The dark horse of teams where LeBron James can end up this year. I promise you he won't end up in the West. Dark horse Eastern Conference team is the Washington Wizards, formerly known as the Bullets.
I'm ready to look this up.
We got Trae Young. We got Anthony Davis. Everybody thinks that, LeBron's going to go to the Golden State Warriors.
Wherever AD go.
Anybody that get AD.
He loves AD. He loves AD.
AD is already on the Wizards. So why don't we
loves
just
AD.
throw LeBron James? Hey, now be quiet. Be quiet. LeBron wants to play where AD is going to
Well,
play.
they get rich.
Right. I know.
AD is on the Wizards right now with Trae Young, AJ DeBonsa, and we already know how much LeBron James loves Donald Trump. So why wouldn't you want to be in the same city as Donald Trump? You just go play in Washington, D.C. with the Wizards.
Okay.
And you get the best of both worlds. You get Donald Trump, your hero,
Anthony Davis.
and Anthony Davis. Case closed. That's the dark horse right now.
The biggest dark horse?
Washington.
biggest dark horse
You
right
can't get
now.
any bigger than that. Washington Wizards right now are 1% at 100x on Polymarket.
He loves Trump, man. The
What does
guy
that
loves Trump.
It means
I don't know what that means.
if I click that and put $5 down, I win $471.
Holy hell.
97 cents.
So very low odds.
I'm telling you guys.
basically,
It's the last
Bro.
team on the
So-
list.
So basically, LeBron told AD, like, you're out for yourself, man.
Dude,
That's not gonna happen.
AD has already got the contract. He's not going anywhere. So
Can
if you bring in a
Hey,
LeBron, that
Tanner,
might
how-
work out.
How's my money on going to Philly for LeBron? Straight up.
You want me to check?
LeBron to Philly. I actually want to know. I'm serious. Because I think about putting money on that.
So if I was to put Philly down right now at $5, I would win $47.40, which isn't bad. Because you like
to go to Philly?
Mike's like a $25 guy, so that's like
Yeah.
$237.
Are they the second or the third best odds? Philly.
They are the 1, 2, 3, 4th best odds.
Who's top three?
Miami, Cleveland, and Golden State.
I don't like
So I just told you that Cleveland and Golden State is a waste of time. So if Miami's at the top, then
You know what?
Philly
Yeah.
is number two. If you're
Philly.
going to use basketball knowledge,
Odds-wise, this looks good.
basketball knowledge only, you're going to put all your money on Philly. right
Funny
now.
enough,
Philly
the
and Miami.
Timberwolves are stuck into the 5th place at 3%,
No, that's a
and
joke.
that's kind of wild to me.
I like, dude, Philly and Miami. If you're going to put money down right now, you take the favorite in Miami. I told you guys. I don't know what Philly. What was Philly? Hey, what was Miami 10 days ago when I told you guys that he's not going to fuck?
Oh, dude, somebody just put 3 people just put down. I'm literally watching the live bets here.
Okay.
3 people just put down bets on Washington. Literally, as we're talking.
That's a good odds.
Whatever.
It's a good odds. I mean, he loves Trump. We figured that out a long time ago.
$120 on the Wizards,
But
dude.
in reality, you're talking Miami. It's Miami and Philly. Like, he's not going out west, man. Not going out west. Not gonna
All right,
happen.
all right. Real quick here before we move on to our next topic, we do have a couple comments here. Our guy Maddox Vacheo, what's your guys' score prediction for the Chiefs versus Denver week 1?
Wow. Real early. I like that. So
Super
the
early.
over-
Super.
So I love the question because I've been looking into this already, as a matter of fact. So I think the current over under, I think it was like 43 and a half.
I think it is.
Somewhere,
Yeah.
somewhere around that
Yeah.
range. And I know we're like literally a month and a half out, but like 43 and a half is what
Right
I
now,
thought.
what do you take?
I'm going to lean towards the under at the
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah.
On that. I don't know it's at Arrowhead. I've already placed quite a few bets on that game, as a matter of fact. The ones that I'm allowed to make right now at the moment. On certain like touchdown parlays and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, I 100% have the Chiefs to get the win on that. Chiefs at home, week 1, close scoring game without a doubt. I mean, I would be insane if I was going to say this is going to be some kind of blowout. It's not. The Broncos will find a way to keep this game close, and I believe in what the Chiefs have going on to get something happening. So, call me crazy, but I'm going to go with a 23-21 Chiefs win right now.
Yeah, I've got 20-17, and I would go, if you're going to bet on it, I would just take the under. I got 20-17 Chiefs because Mahomes is going to demand to play, even though the coaching staff does not want him to play. He's going to play anyway, and they're just going to run the ball, man. They're going to feed it to Kenneth Walker. So,
my early play here is right now 24-17 Chiefs. I like the Chiefs here. I think it comes down in the end. I think Bo Nix has to figure out life, and I think he fails in the end.
just bet the under, man. It's probably going to be a 9-3 game at the end of the day.
It really could.
So
be.
just bet the under.
I think it's gonna be real close. Like I said, for me, 23-21 kind of situation where basically Butker field goal maybe towards the end of the fourth quarter ends up being what creates the win.
Yeah,
And
week
so,
one's at KC, so
Yeah.
which we knew. Mahomes will play. I ain't worried about that. I think 24-17. So
no, I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. By the way, guys, think about this: both quarterbacks coming off injuries.
yeah,
I mean, it's not just Mahomes; it's also Bo Nix too.
broken ankle.
A broken ankle coming off of that. I'm telling you right now, this torn ACL shit that people come up with Mahomes is so irrelevant. The torn ACLs are not the same as the way it used to be. I said that earlier in the show, and we'll see. And Patrick's gonna be okay at the end, and I hope Patrick puts up the season Adrian Peterson put up back in 2012 with that 2,000-yard season.
Good question. We'll answer as we get closer. We'll of course give you a better prediction, but right now that's our early prediction. So
Yeah, I've looked into that game already. So, anyways, I think it's pretty cool.
all right, boys, you ready? Somebody a fancy topic.
Oh fuck. Okay, let's go. All right, let's do it, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Last week we asked who is the player that you are gonna draft no matter what. This week we're gonna ask, as we lean into draft season, who is the player that you are not gonna draft no matter what, aka in the top 5 rounds. So we're looking at. So without further ado, here, Mike, let's kick off. Who's the guy you're not gonna draft no matter what?
Yeah, funny enough, man, I'm just gonna be raw with you, but Chase Brown is my guy.
That's an interesting pick, actually.
I don't know why it's interesting. I have never really been a big fan of Chase Brown,
And he had a great year last year.
which surprised me
It did, yes.
because I already
As it
was
should.
I was kind of off my radar in a lot of ways. And the main reason for me with Chase Brown is that I don't see him as a actual RB1. Actual RB1. I see Chase Brown as a guy who's been manufactured touches over the course of his last couple of years in the league. And I don't really see him as guys actually worth a damn. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's the kind of way I see Chase Brown. Is that he's a guy who's just been a very average running back who's been carried in a lot of ways by the production of things around him. And he is not worthy of what he's actually getting at the moment. And I know that that's a lot to say right there, and I know it's a lot also to hide behind in a way. But I really think Chase Brown is not the prospect or the player that he is put out there on the field for me. Because the ADP, the reason I say that mainly is the ADP that I saw for PPR leagues, which is what I primarily focused on here. 17 overall.
Yeah, I know.
His 17 overall is that something you guys have thought about? Like 17 overall is, to me, is wild.
Or is it like Chase Brown? Do you like 10 after that, or like there's just no chance that you're not going to draft him?
Yeah. So on my PPR list, by the way,
yeah,
on the rankings, the current ADP for Chase Brown is 17 overall, right? One after is Kenneth Walker. Why the F would I take Chase Brown over what Kenneth Walker is going to produce for the Chiefs?
Sucks.
Makes no sense.
Sucks.
It makes no sense. You have to me that makes no sense whatsoever. Like, and then but Jeremiah Love's a little bit lower, Brock Bowers a little bit lower. Those are all guys that were just later on that spectrum, I suppose. But Omarion Hampton might be a guy that you guys could talk about. That I think that is he legit? Is he not? Is he just a name?
You trust him to be healthy, right? Stuff like that.
So Chase Brown at 17 overall. F that.
Is the guy.
That. No, I'm not drafting Chase Brown. Fuck Chase Brown.
GG, what you got, man?
I like the Omarion that used to serve us non-alcoholic beers at the furniture store better than I like Omarion Hampton.
Good. I like that.
He's probably not listening right now.
No, I know that.
That's neither here nor there. So my guy that I will absolutely not draft, no matter what this year, it's going to be a guy that's in the same range, actually, as Chase Brown that Mike was talking about. I'm going to go with Saquon Barkley, who in PPR is number 15 consensus this year. And guys, the reason why I don't like him is because historically, if you look at running backs, once they go over 2,000 total touches for their career, regardless of age. So Saquon is entering his age 29 season. I don't care about that. You could be entering your age 27 season, age 32 season. I don't care about that. Historically, these running backs, when they pass 2,000 total touches for a career, is typically when they start to break down. Now, I know all you guys are out there saying, well, what about Derrick Henry? Well, Derrick Henry is what we call an outlier. Derrick Henry is one of the greatest running backs of all time. So I'm not going to consider him when we're having this conversation. I'm talking about overall running backs for a career. And don't get me wrong, like Saquon is an elite talent. Like he's proven himself over the years. But I feel like Philly is going to run him into the ground. He is actually at 2,184 total touches for his career. And it's not that I don't like Saquon, right? Okay, so if he drops into the third round for whatever reason, yes, I will draft Saquon Barkley. But I am not going to draft him at number 15 because of the wear and tear, the total touches on that body, well over 2,000 total touches for his career. And so that's why I'm out on Saquon Barkley at that ADP of number 15. Okay. So that's what we're talking about in terms of ADP on this show. I will absolutely not draft him at that spot.
You know, my guy here that I will not absolutely draft is Malik Neighbors. And it's a guy that's going to like the late second round, early third round, a lot of spots. I just saw him go in the second round of one of my drafts today, and I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. I don't trust his injury. I don't trust his availability. But also on top of that too, I don't trust Harbaugh is going to have the guys that come into play that makes this guy effective or impactful. I'm not a big fan of the quarterback situation. And if you don't know about the running back situation, it's a drive and play action that comes into play. So for me, Malik Neighbors, you're on the no draft list for me. Like absolutely, I don't care what round you are in. I don't care we're in the 10th round. Like until you hit that 12th round, maybe I'll look at you. I'm not touching Malik Neighbors this year at all.
12th round for Neighbors.
I and that's a maybe. That's a maybe. That's a
Damn.
I am
What's
not.
your biggest problem with him? Is it health?
It's just the health in the quarterback situation, dude.
What's wrong with Jackson Dart?
What isn't wrong with Jackson Dart?
I think he's pretty talented. What do you
He's
want? out of him?
talented, but
What do you want?
I don't think he can stay healthy.
What's Neighbors
Which one?
ADP? Did you say is ADP?
Hold on, which one are you trying to
Neighbors
say is not going to stay healthy?
Give me Neighbors ADP. I'll give you the correct answer.
Yeah,
he was like third early. He went in the second round today.
he's getting a lot of receptions. Who's the other receiver catching passes over there?
Nobody.
That's what I mean.
It's
You're saying
awful.
you're over there mentioning 12th round. That ain't gonna happen. What are you talking about?
I'm not mentioning 12th round. I'm saying like even if he's in the 12th round, I might not even draft him.
That's my
What the
point.
heck
So what
are
does
you
that even mean?
talking about, bro?
Dude, you're talking about the WR1s,
His
the Giants.
consensus right now is 39 overall.
Oh,
So depends where you're at here.
I'm all over that, bro. I'll take him. At
Right.
39.
Well, Tanner's saying he wouldn't touch him until the 12th round.
I don't think he plays much.
I think
I don't think he plays much right now.
I think
He's literally the
Tanner-
Giants' number 1 running back.
But there's
or wide receiver. I'm
there's
sorry.
not he hasn't like he has to have another surgery. There's more injuries happening for him.
I mean, what, do you know something we don't know about right
There's
now?
a pushback
As far as
right now.
I thought he was ready.
Neighbors
to
is not the guy, guys. It's not the guy.
play. So then who was the Giants' number 1 wide
Sterling
receiver?
Shepard. Sterling.
I don't think he's on the team anymore. I don't think he's on the team anymore.
Hakeem next is going to be up.
Hyatt, baby. Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt.
Look, I'm still away from the Giants in general. Like maybe Tyrone Tracy is a backup running back, but
Fuck Tyron
I'd
Tracy.
say like
Another surgery.
I'm
need to
out
wait.
for it.
Hold on.
I'm out for it, dude. I'm out for it.
I think you're going too far with this.
You really think Neighbors?
Yeah, I think you're going way too far.
I
with
think
That's
39.
fine.
39 is a buy low candidate for me. If he's 39, I mean, if that's the true ADP, that's a buy low
this.
candidate.
If you're the Giants' number 1 receiver and Jackson Dart's a quarterback, I think it's a.
I don't know why you
fine
think
deal.
Jackson Dart's that's great, man. I don't.
Who?
I don't
No,
understand.
he's fine. He's a fine quarterback.
I don't
He's
think
okay.
I think he's just a quarterback, dude.
No, he's still maturing. He's still getting his way, but no, it's still time
to me,
tell him.
Malik Neighbors is not my guy, dude.
I
I'm
think
not
there-
drafting.
There's
him,
a
man.
lot of upside with Jackson Dart because
Sure.
nobody really knows what he is. So he could absolutely blow up. And so could Malik Neighbors. So
his
I think
rookie
you're
season-
drafting-
His rookie year was actually really good.
It was
you're
great.
drafting- You're going to
Great.
draft for upside. And
But
if I
the
get-
guy hasn't
Yeah.
played really since his rookie year. So
If I get Neighbors at 39,
Which one?
I'm
Neighbors or
drafting for the
Jackson?
upside.
Neighbors,
We know Neighbors is very
go for it,
talented.
dude. If you guys want him, you guys can take him. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. I don't think the guys are worth it. I don't think you
A
guys are worth the
12th
pick.
round freaking pick.
I said I would think about it.
So I guess
That's ridiculous.
I guess the bottom line is if you pick Malik Neighbors, you're making an emotional decision, according to Tanner.
Yeah, I do actually.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, guys, we have our draft. Luckily, in like about a month from now, so we'll see.
And
what the
I've
hell-
already started,
we'll see
man.
who takes
I've already started drafting.
Malik Neighbors in our draft.
I think Tanner actually talked me into him. I wasn't high on him.
You
or
should
low
take
on
him in your.
He talked me into
he
talked me into Jackson Dart
Well,
as
considering
a QB2. And he got
considering
horny.
you can't keep anybody, Jason, you should probably pick
If
him
he
in your
tells
first
me
round.
Jackson
I
Dart,
keep all of them.
well,
I keep all of them.
he
You
thinks
can't keep
he thinks
anybody.
Jackson Dart sucks, which means I need to draft him.
Yeah, you should. Yes, you should. Well,
So that'll be happening in about a
Go
month.
for it, dude.
if,
Go for it.
Tanner hates a player, then you should probably draft him.
Yeah. Considering I
Yeah.
haven't finished top 3 at all in the last 3 years in our league.
That's a good point. All touche.
Well, listen.
Yeah, he never does anything in fantasy.
No. I haven't done nothing in fantasy.
Tanner's good at some stuff, but his quarterback evaluation is questionable.
I'm just saying, I'm not a big fan
He
of
still
Dart.
likes Peyton Manning. He wants to draft Peyton Manning
Every year, draft Peyton Manning.
Yeah, is he
Draft
available?
Peyton Manning.
Is he available?
If Peyton Manning's available, draft Peyton Manning.
I'm gonna draft him this year, guys.
If he's on the board, take him.
I drafted Tim Tebow.
You said drafted Tebow.
3
Yeah, you did.
years ago,
Well, that was when he was a
tight
tight end for the Patriots.
Yeah,
You drafted him though. I remember you drafted him.
Yeah, and I cut him. Because
What-
You drafted.
I'll be curious what your keepers are, Jason, if you have any, because you can't keep a lot of people.
We don't need to talk about that. Nobody cares about it.
Hey, the good news is you already paid me for the league, so you guys are both covered, I guess.
We are covered, so
So even though you wouldn't pay me normally, at least you're covered for this year.
I would pay.
Well, I'm still owed some money from some people in the league, so let's see who pays.
that's our fantasy topic of the week, guys. It's just who would you not draft? So
Yeah,
we're keeping it simple right now. We're gonna really ramp it up here in a couple weeks here after Mike gets back from Colorado. So
yeah, that's the plan. Is like Jason's going to Colorado here in about a week or so, and as soon as he gets back, literally, I'm going to the exact same place as you are. Am I saying the same room? You know,
Yeah.
who knows what's going to happen?
oh god.
It's just going to be funny. It's going to be funny. We're just saying the exact same place.
It might be kind of like Beau Rivage, where we play at the Vrabel table and see Diana Rossini.
Yeah,
We might see
I wanna see
Diana
Diana.
Rossini on 2 separate trips.
I want to see Diana. That's just true. So we'll both be in Colorado for a little bit over the next few weeks.
So were we
And-
talking about 3 weeks from a show, basically? Early August?
No,
I'll go
All right.
remote. I can go remote if you guys
I don't know. We'll figure it out. The thing is that we'll have a show sometime in early August, and then another show after that will be mid-August or whatever.
I'll be in Michigan August 17th. So
Damn, dude, we are just
dude,
all
we're traveling
traveling.
dude, all over
The whole point is that
Damn.
I had a net profit at the Vrabel table where he was playing.
Net
with
profit,
Diana
baby.
Rossini. I
What
played
counts.
roulette at that table and I made money. So I'll take that to the bank, man.
Anyways, we're hoping to get in as many shows as possible. I think once after August rolls through, we got a lot more free time, which to me means we'll be back to hopefully like once a week for the Chiefs. Get back to Chiefs discussion once a week, doing a show once a week, and we will not be traveling as much for a while.
We're going to go back to once a week, depending on contract negotiations that will be happening soon with our producers.
Yeah, well, I think somebody owes us some money at this point.
I
So-
think we're going to end up, I'll put it this way. We're going to end up better than Ryan Clark because he obviously did not negotiate his next contract very well.
Yeah.
Got canned by ESPN. Meanwhile, the Buffoons, we know how to negotiate our contracts. And so we will probably be back to once a week.
Well, I will say this: Pat McAfee knows how to say stupid shit and get away with it,
Yeah.
right? Ryan Clark, you say stupid shit, you can't get away with it. You know why? Because you're a dumbass.
No, I don't agree with that because I think that McAfee is a white guy. So he gets
Ugh.
the benefit of the doubt. And RC just
No, then
know?
wait a minute. What about the
Yeah,
Achos? The Achos. What about the Achos? What is their benefit?
well, I don't want to talk about those guys.
I thought
That's
because
a
they,
different-
I thought that they had the advantage. You can say whatever you
No,
want if you're an
no,
Acho.
McAfee is a white guy, so he gets the contract no matter what.
Well, I thought that if
It is
you're
what it is.
no, but hold on, but the Achos, they get some good money. What's wrong with them?
Sam, he's holding on by a thread. I'll put it that way because
Why?
he's got some dumb opinions out there.
No, that's what I said about Ryan Clark.
Have you-
Yeah, but is it because he's? Is it because he's what?
Ryan RC,
No,
you really want to go there?
Sam, and Emmanuel.
No, well, I think Emmanuel Acho is a good commentator.
Okay.
I think that his brother is the opposite of that, which is not a good commentator, but his brother probably goes to bat for him when it comes time for the contract negotiations.
Oh, okay.
So since Emmanuel is a good commentator, Sam is bad. Emmanuel is like, oh, keep my brother.
So-
keep my brother. It's kind of like LeBron and Bronny. You know,
Yeah,
you remember when
yeah,
Bronny
I get
got on
that.
the Lakers and Bronny couldn't actually play the game of basketball, but his dad is LeBron James. So he went to bat for his son and said, hey, can you please draft my son in the second round? Although he probably shouldn't even sniff the overseas basketball games.
So you said that Pat McAfee probably gets his job because of what?
He's a white guy.
So Sam and Emmanuel, what do they get their job
They have to
for?
work harder.
Harder.
Yeah.
Harder to keep it.
Harder and longer. Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of firings going on. So.
RC has to work even harder than that.
Well, so I mean, he's fired. He is too
He's
late.
fired.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
It's too late. So
Well,
Sam and Emmanuel, what's going on with them?
I would say every once in a while, I was going to keep it simple for you guys. We do every once in a while. You have some discrimination in the United States. I'll leave it at that.
Oh shit!
Not going to do a deep dive into the situation. Just it happens sometimes.
Damn.
What do you think about that, Tanner? You still you fell asleep, dude.
Sounds great, dude.
Fell-
Sounds great.
He fell asleep.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking
He
about.
legit fell asleep over there.
I was actually looking up the highlights of the Jayhawks K-State
Okay, he, fell
alumni
asleep. He
game.
did fall asleep. Okay. All right.
You guys know they're playing each other right now?
Closing
Frank Mason,
closing comments,
Billy
Tanner. What do you want to know?
Preston, Xavier Sneed.
What about it? What?
It's a fun
Xavier,
time.
What?
Xavier Sneed.
Closing comments. Go ahead and say it.
Michael Beasley.
What about it?
Playing.
Michael
Xavier-
Beasley.
Xavier Henry.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
Some old fuckers thing.
Jiminy.
It's the alumni competition.
Alumni competition.
And whoever
old
wins,
fuckers.
they win
Old
$2 million.
fuckers. Okay.
Yeah.
Old
We're going to
fuckers.
close this out, ladies and
What's
gentlemen.
Mario Chalmers
This
is playing?
the
Stop.
Sports Buffoons. Please like and subscribe. I'll see
All
you
right.
guys
It's
on
up
the next one.
And it's this bastard over here to close out the show.
Outro.
I will see you guys on the next one. Hit that button, Tanner, you bastard. Michael Beasley up my ass. What are you fucking talking about right now?
Let's see, guys.